having a race and I just gave up.
I don't blame you.
Oh, you guys
were
were
like,
racing.
"What? I forced myself to beat this game and you didn't even play it."
I was like, I went through this, and you didn't
sorry,
even finish with me.
I betrayed you. I couldn't finish at the same time.
I'm
We're
gonna have to
talking
go
about-
disappear for a year real quick.
We're talking about
Oh no, Europe!
we're talking about Investigations
in my
1.
heart.
In case you
Yeah.
guys are confused as to what we're talking about. Hi, folks. Welcome to the Phoenix Wright stream. Get ready for the lawyer-based chaos. I'm Martin,
Hey,
Little
thanks for the
Kuribo,
super
your
special
host.
also.
It's a pleasure to see you today. I'm going to thank people real quick for following in the last 24 hours, and we're already close to a hype train. Thank you so much, guys.
Kiss.
We're gonna getting these kisses on
Get
early.
a kiss right at the beginning. Rocky 2007, thank you for the follow. Samuel 135i, thank you for following. Jimmy 07817, thank you for following. And Stolus and Nanny Wendy 52, thank you for hosting. Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. Maybe once this case ends, so will my Dahlia nightmares. 2 is more than enough. Thank you very much. Sorry you're having those nightmares about Dahlia. We're gonna do our best to exercise that demon.
You're really into her, or really into the case.
Yeah, I don't think
And
anybody.
also really into her.
Yeah, you
Don't
love
be into her. She's likely to kill you or somebody
She will
adjacent to you.
probably- She'll feed you a necklace.
That was Phoenix's choice.
A delicious,
Yeah, but now
delicious
she's
necklace.
into it. She's like, oh wow, I didn't know
She's
that was
like,
a
"Men
case.
will just do that for me." Really quick,
Vampiro.
Martin. We don't have the stream of the game
Oh,
on
right.
Discord.
Let me get that to you. I can see. So many things going on this morning. All right, there we
No
go.
worries.
I need to turn on
I
my
also
voice
forgot till right
mod.
now.
No worries. I was going to
Voice
describe it to you.
mod.
Vampiro, thank you for gifting subs to Twisted Visions and You Serenity K294. Sion402, and thank you for getting us on a hype train there, Yashi-chan. Sion4, you get so excited, Marin.
Because we're gonna kiss.
Not necessarily.
We might kiss.
There might be kisses. Sion402, thank you for the 100 bits. Hello, my favorite peeps. I hope the day is good.
Ah.
My day wasn't that great, but the stream is my medicine for laughs. Well, I hope that we can give you lots of good medicine then.
Yeah.
The
Here's your
Azel Magia.
vaccine, bitch.
Jesus. The Azel Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. I hope you have fun with Ace Investigations.
No.
I tried...
We're gonna try.
I tried to replay it and Dual Destinies recently, but I just couldn't maintain interest enough to get through them. I'm not as big a fan of those titles.
No. Dual Destinies is rough too, honestly.
I like Dual Destinies, but like, it's a little bit of a love-hate thing.
Yeah, I mean, I will say there are good things about Dual Destinies,
Yeah.
but we can talk about those when we get to it.
Yeah.
And Yashi-chan, thank you for resubscribing for 27 months. Holy cow. Hello, LK, Marin,
Wow.
Soupy, and chat, sending lots of love and support for those who are having a tough time, but also know that you are loved and valued regardless of your race, gender, sexual status, or any other issues. I like to think of sexual status as an issue. 27 months,
My sexual
woo!
status is unengaged.
It's an issue that I have subscriptions to. Luke the Boss 7, thank you for the 2 bits. By the knobbly knees of Ramses, LK is streaming. Hey, LK. Good to see you, Luke the Boss. That's a line from my show. The Samurai Tiger, thank you for the 130 bits. I'm filled with so much anxious energy today. I got a job interview tomorrow morning for a dream job. I've never wanted a job so bad before in my life. I just wish job interviews weren't a thing. I feel like they are an unfair, prejudicial part of the job process that favors neurotypicals over the neurodivergent like me. Wish me luck, y'all. Well, best of luck, Samurai Tiger.
I feel
You
like
basically
once-
have to LARP as like the original character, like Mary Sue version of yourself during a job interview.
That is
That's what I
exactly
do.
right.
Whenever I'm nervous, I always LARP as the confident version of myself.
I almost did a rap during a job interview, and I thought better of it.
My favorite job interview story is I was interviewing for the tour guides at Universal Studios, and I was working in the House of Horrors, which was like, they have all their classic movie monsters. It's a Walking Dead attraction now.
Oh, yeah.
But I was Frankenstein and Leatherface, and then for Halloween Horror Nights, I was a clown. So I was telling this job interviewer about my experience doing that, and like, as a tour guide, the job sucks. Don't ever fucking apply for this job because you have like a multi-month training period. They don't really pay you well, and they expect you to have like really good appearance and blah 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 blah, like, because you're gonna be on a little camera. the studio tour because that fucking matters. And anyway, so during this job interview, they were asking me about my experience, and the last thing I got out before they were like, "Okay, thank you," was my favorite part about Halloween Horror Nights was nobody could tell what gender I was, and then they were like, "Thanks for coming."
Wow.
Jeez.
So I was like, "Whatever. If you don't fucking appreciate my fluidity, I'll take it elsewhere and get paid better." And paid
And
better
they
I
don't
was.
even appreciate the mystery of it.
Exactly.
Fuckers.
I'm like, why does anyone like, why would anyone care? Just don't put me on a fucking camera. No one will care. Anyway, good luck, Samurai.
Good luck, Samurai. Oh,
Super special, awesome gift.
the Azamaga, thank you for the 5 bits. Also, here's extra 5 bits because you're the only streamer that manages to say my username right. Glad to hear it. Dialects the
Hey,
Time
thanks
Lord,
for
thank
the
you for the
super
follow. And
special,
Vampiro, thank you for
awesome
gifting
gift.
5 subs and shooting us up to, I think, a level 3 hype train. Gifting to X Design Plays, to the Penguin 42, to Tox
Hey, thanks
Sins
for the super
1234,
special, awesome
to
gift.
Moisio 123, and Rim. Thank you so much for getting us to a level 3.
Yeah.
All
Only
right,
a
but
level and a half
Hey,
to a
thanks for the
kiss.
super special,
but I haven't done
awesome
this yet.
gift.
Of course, I'm not just here by myself. I'm also joined by our 2 esteemed co-hosts. First up, we have the lovely,
Hey, thanks for the super special, awesome gift.
rambunctious Marin Miller. Welcome, Marin.
Rambunctious.
Very
I haven't been
rambunctious.
described as that before. Not
It's
here.
accurate.
Sure. Hello, everybody. My gay update is stealing myself for it. All right, so my thesis is thus: Apollo Justice is not hot enough to fuck Clavier Gavin. They can be in a beautiful relationship. I'm happy for them. Like, you know, I'm like, it's a ship that I'm like, good for you two. But I'm not like, yeah. But you know what though? It doesn't matter because in my head, Clavier Gavin should be hooking up with the hottest motherfucker around, Victor Nikiforov. And when I started writing this idea, I was like, oh yeah, he'll just be playing at like the Las Vegas or something.
At the Las Vegas.
Yeah, he's at the Las Vegas and he's playing a song and oh, there just so happened to be a skating competition there in Las Vegas. Oh wow, okay. So Chris is there too. Chris is there. And then it suddenly turned into a threesome. Anyway, long story short, I wrote my first porn and it is a crossover and it is called Transient Comfort. That's all you get. So if you search Transient Comfort Ace Attorney and Yuri on Ice, I'm sure it'll pop up. You're welcome. I think it's good. I don't think you've read it yet, Soupy, have you? Because it's been on Google Docs.
I've read part of it, but I haven't had time yet to read the rest of it.
I gotcha. Well, Soupy
But I
has
know
read
you edited like the first half, right?
I edited
now-
I've
So
edited
now I
the
have to go
whole
back
thing,
and read
yeah.
it again anyway, so
I didn't like add too much. I mean, a lot of the editing was I took out a lot of sound effects. A lot of whining, a lot of groaning, a lot of whatever. I made them laugh a little bit more instead of sounding like fucking weird ass porn stars. Anyway, enjoy if you come across it. I wrote it to make myself laugh and because I've just never done. I'm like at this point I'm like how have I never written porn? I'm like in my 30s and I've
shocking.
written so much. Huh?
It's pretty shocking.
It is. And so I was like I got to rip this band-aid off. I got to try. So I tried, and I'm very embarrassed, but it's done. And I'm very proud of it.
As you
Anyway,
should
that's
be.
my gay update. That's my.
And we're
that's my
also
update.
joined by the ever gazpacho-rific
Jesus.
fridge-ready soup dog. I don't know. Hi, Soupy.
Hi everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. The gazpacho thing came from earlier. I told Martin I was chilling and he called me gazpacho, but I was like, sometimes I feel more like leftover soup in the fridge. You just can't be bothered to heat up.
There you go. Thank you for explaining that. I felt very embarrassed.
No
I was
worries.
like, nobody's going to know what I'm talking about. Zero Context, thank you for the 300 bits. And Evie Alahara, thank you for the 10 bits. Just wanted to tell everyone to have a great day. And Armon5678, thank you for the 10 bits. Oh my goodness, someone else that doesn't ship Clavier and Apollo. Sorry if I'm saying those names wrong. I don't know them
No,
yet.
you
No,
said it
you're
right.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that I don't ship them. I'm perfectly happy with them together. I just think
Yeah.
Clavier can do better. And
I've seen
Apollo. Oh, go ahead.
I've seen lots of like really beautiful fan art of them. It's
Yeah.
just like if in a pairing, I really have to care about both characters, and I can't care about Apollo. I tried.
I mean, like, I think I am more warmed to him since Spirit of Justice, I feel like. I
I'm
feel like
expecting
that
him to be the Jaden Yuki of the series.
no.
No?
No. No.
What do you think I
I don't
mean?
know what that means.
Jaden Yuki is the most obnoxious fucking person on this planet.
Well, I'm talking about, like, he is the person that is replacing Phoenix, and I have to get used to
Yes.
him, and he has an unnecessarily elaborate backstory, it sounds like,
Yes.
that makes him deep, but...
Well, the thing is, like, Apollo's just a guy.
Yeah.
He's just a
He's-
dude.
He
And
really
then-
isn't
and then they
affected
were
by
like-
any of it.
Yeah, and then they were like, well, let's give him like a couple of extra backstories just for good measure. Let's make him like really interesting. And now he's just a guy with a lot of backstories.
Yeah,
I
he's
see.
like carrying all this baggage around like, "Hey guys, what do I do
Yeah.
with this? I
He's
don't know
still
how to
just
emotionally
normal
process
dude
all
or-
this."
Still sounds
He's
like
still just a
Jaden.
normal dude around the office.
But and then you've got fucking Clavier over here with all this fucking, you know what? We're gonna
We're gonna get into
there
that.
eventually. Yeah.
We'll get there when we get
We've
there.
got so much to unpack already.
Yeah.
Vampiro, thank you for the 1,000 bits and chazzing up to a level 4 hype train.
We're so
And-
close. We're only one level away from kisses.
And Azel Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. Apollo is more like Raiden from Metal Gear Solid 2. Except he
little bit.
doesn't turn into a cyborg samurai that throws giant robots afterwards as a redemption arc.
Apollo Justice, like Ace Attorney 4 is just like the scene from Metal Gear Solid 2 where it's like Otacon
am
is
I?
crying and then he and Solid Snake do like their secret handshake and then they hug and Raiden's just there watching. It's just like that.
That's basically anytime Apollo is on screen is just
Yeah,
Raiden watching.
basically.
And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Personally, I like Jaden Yuki as one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh characters. I didn't mean that as a slam on Jaden. I just meant that as... I meant it as a way of saying I'm going to have to get used to him. Because I did have to get used to Jaden.
Sion, I admit I am more of a fan of Hobo Phoenix than I was before because when I started playing Ace Attorney 4, I think I was in denial about how much of an asshole Phoenix
Yeah.
was. So like when Hobo Phoenix happened, I'm like, wow, you're an asshole.
But now we've gone back and discovered that Phoenix was an asshole the whole time.
Yeah, so it's really just consistent, and I love Hobo Phoenix now
Yeah.
because I can't help but feel I too am in my 30s and get a lot of emails. I don't have a surrogate daughter, but you know, I can relate.
Demon
You've
did,
got cats and it's the same thing.
Demon did an amazing multi-layered reference joke there when you guys when Soupy mentioned Raiden watching Snake and Otacon. He posted, "I just like to watch you guys," with a picture of Apollo, which is a reference to The Room with Denny. So now I just pictured Denny from The Room as Apollo Justice.
God, I forgot about that. That is who Apollo is. He's just a guy who's there.
Samurai Tiger, thank you for the 10 bits. Sung to Snoop Dogg's The Next Episode. La da 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 da. It's the motherfucking Soupy D-O-G. La da 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 da. You know she's talking about the right law game. Thank you, Samurai.
I gotta take a screenshot of that.
And Vampiro, thank you for the gift sub to Mickle4121. Vampiro practically single-handedly pushing this hype train all the way to
You know
level
what?
5.
The
Vampiro's a
V
real
in-
one.
The V in VIP stands for Vampiro.
Vampiro, important person.
Yes.
Vampiro is
Proud.
It's
poppin'.
Vampiro,
Poppin'.
comma, important person.
No, Vampiro is poggers.
Okay, yeah, I like that. Vampiro is poggers.
Did I do it right? Did I use it
You
right?
did. You did.
You did.
Good job.
Yay!
Sion402, thank you.
Vampiro gave me a sub.
Sion, thank you for gifting a sub to Criven48. And then an anonymous gifter, don't know who they are, gifted a sub to Meta Skipper. And then Vampiro, who is Poggers, gifted a sub to Marin. Thank you so much. That was very Poggers of you.
Very poggers.
Pogasu.
Polgazu.
Pogasu. All right, we're 25 seconds away from the hype train. Oh, wait.
Thanks for
Oh,
the super
oh,
special
Vampiro.
Here we
Oh, it's time for kisses! is! Wow!
Vampiro, you are poggers.
That's very poggers.
Poggers!
Vampiro, thank you for. I guess if Apollo is the Raiden, then Vampiro is the Vamp. Thank you for gifting a sub to Lord Grim Glory.
Because he's bisexual.
It's because he's bisexual. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. So Edgeworth is the main character of Investigations. Phoenix won't be there except for maybe some cameos. I couldn't tell you, Derek, but I'm sure Marin or Soupy could tell you.
Literally, he's just there in the background for like one scene.
Rubbish.
Wait, who?
Then
What?
that's it.
Phoenix is in the background of the Investigations.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's not even in it at all.
Nope.
Really?
And they never say his name. They just call him that man.
Wow. All right,
It's his turn.
let me get these guys kissing.
These fucking ass lawyers, I swear to God.
Hold it! Good measure.
I love them so
Also,
much.
Ninja Warlord, I agree. I'm really mad that they just kind of pushed Trucy by the wayside.
Hmm.
Yeah, although
Hey,
she is
thanks for the
busy.
super
She's got her
special
own
awesome
shit going
gift.
on.
But I love her. She's so cute.
Oh,
She
Lingering
is adorable,
Will.
don't get me wrong.
Lingering
And at
Will
least
gifted
she
you
has
a
her
sub,
own-
Soupy.
Oh, thank you.
At least they had that whole case about her magic act. That was pretty cool.
That was cool, but also she deserves to be assistant status again.
I want like an adult assistant. I'm tired of all these teenagers. Stop adopting children.
Well, just wait till we get to Investigations too.
Or when Tracy turns into an adult.
Who's
Tracy.
Tracy?
Not Tracy, Trucy.
Almond5678, thank you for the 200 bits. Either that or Vampiro wants to see them kiss. I believe that's what's going on, and that's what happened. And
What I want
Vampiro,
is more Phoenix cases, and I want Trucy to be his assistant because they play off of each other so well. It's so cute.
Yeah, I guess you don't really see the two of them together. It was more like Apollo and Trucy now that I think
Yeah.
about it. That's true. It would be really cute to see the two of them together, actually.
Vampiro, thank you for the 100 bits. I hate having money. And Ninja Warlord. Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 50 bits. Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, just swallowed air wrong. Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 50 bits. I hate how in the game after 4 they kind of just give Trucy the cold shoulder. That's what you guys were talking about. Sorry. Lingering Will, thank you for gifting the sub to Soupy. And the Azul Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. I feel like the second trilogy doesn't use half of its characters as well. Mainly because it keeps going, hey, remember the original trilogy?
And they just keep adding new characters and then just like...
So it's like a Star Wars
Yeah.
sequel trilogy problem.
Yes. That's actually literally what someone, Marin and I who we were talking to said about Star Wars and the later Ace Attorney trilogy.
Hmm.
Yeah, they were like, I like them both, but they're a mess.
Yeah.
And it sounds like Bill
it was very
has returned.
hurtful when
Welcome back,
Phasma
sir.
died and did not come back.
Oh dear.
Huh? What Bill do?
You're good. Oh, he's come back. He's come back from working out.
I
With a venom
know.
symbiote.
Oh.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Does Emma come back in the investigation games?
Not investigations.
No, she's in both investigations, I believe.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love
She's got a new
Emma.
outfit. Super cute.
Marin just flat out lying to people.
Well, I blocked it out.
Samurai Tiger, thank you for the 10 bits. Nintendo, but we need a character that can connect to our teenage gamer demographic. Fuck it, more teenage assistants. And Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. I'm a bit late. Did I miss anything? No, you literally missed nothing. You missed
Yep,
lawyers
word.
kissing.
Yeah.
We're almost 29 minutes in. We have not started.
And you missed my gay update.
Oh, yes.
I wrote
Marin
porn.
wrote porn. And Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. I see a level 5 hype train. Did I already miss the kiss? Unfortunately, yes. I'm sorry.
But if we get it up to top it off, then we'll get another kiss.
Okay.
What? That's always how it works.
Is it? Okay.
I mean,
Yes.
these kisses are not a finite resource, so
You say that.
it's okay.
Dopamine, however.
Yeah.
The Void Adept,
You
thank
got
you for the bit.
34
Spider Bill.
seconds.
Spider Bill does whatever a Bill does. Spins a cameo on the stream. Watch out. Here comes the spider. Okay. Didn't quite. We almost had it. Shinobi Z, thank you for the follow. All right. Are we okay to go into the game?
I think
Yes.
we're ready to move on. I've
And we
got
should
my
give a
voice
very
mod open.
short summary of what's happening because we already, like Soupy says, we've gone almost 30 minutes. We haven't started.
We found out that Dahlia's dead.
Yeah?
We found out that Dahlia and Iris are sisters.
Yes.
We
Yes.
found out that they are Morgan Faye's
Yes.
daughters.
Yeah.
And they are also Pearl's half sisters.
Yeah. And the reason why they are in the places that they are or were is because the father left, the mother gave Iris to this temple.
Well, I think he took both with him, and then he
Oh,
was
he
just
did.
like, he took both with him, and then he was just like,
He gave Iris
we married
back.
someone who already had a daughter, so I guess he was just like, well, I can only have a maximum of 2 daughters.
Gotta give
want to
one
Brady
back.
bunch this shit.
Yeah.
Gotta
So
swap
then
'em.
he just like dropped Iris off one day at Hazakura Temple, and that's where she's been ever since.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
blessed her. We're going to try and start soon. Sorry.
He accidentally kept the evil twin, so that's what he gets.
Oops.
Yeah. Who is now dead. And we realized that Morgan Fay wrote a letter to Pearl to channel Dahlia, but then when she tried, she failed. And she interpreted that as a failure of her powers, but in fact, it could just be that someone else was channeling the same spirit. So that's about where we are.
That's about where we are. That's as good a summary as I think we'll need, because I'm sure they'll talk about it in detail in the court case. They'll give testimony and
We will
everything.
go over the details a million times, I'm sure.
So, and if you want to know a total summary of what exactly is going on, you can go back and watch. I believe all of this case has been is still in the Twitch VODs, but I will slowly be uploading them. I think we've got the first 4 parts or so of the first game on the little Korea VOD, which I need to put on the Discord. But let me get a link for you guys in the chat if you want to look at the VODs.
Are the Final Fantasy 14 devs gonna kill Urianger?
They were like, Urianger will have a very good story. And I'm just like, that sounds terribly ominous.
I hope when it comes to very good, it just means that him and Thancred will finally kiss. For you on camera.
For me specifically. The dialogue will be like, this one's for Soupy.
Yeah. the placing of mine lips upon yours is for the can of soup that loves us both.
I was tuned out for a minute. I came back to
And
what?
I will cry.
Oh, we're just talking about Endwalker, I think, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
Okay. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. I guess Maya won't be in those games, which may be a relief because she may not get blamed for any more murders. And Harmon, thank you for the 10 bits. Basically, this is shaping up to be the weirdest case of the franchise so far, and that's saying something.
So far.
So far.
Yeah, so far. We haven't even, talked to an orca yet.
Yeah. There hasn't been a single whale here.
Not one.
All right.
We're ready.
February 10th, 9:39 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Let's play.
Good morning. Oh, are you by yourself?
Ah, morning, Pearls.
Mr.
Like
Nick,
I'm always by myself.
please tell me, what's going to happen to Mystic Maya?
I'm sorry, we don't know yet. The investigation is still going on, so I wasn't allowed into the inner temple.
Oh, I see. So is Sister Iris still trying to remove those locks, those twick locks in the Twining Hall?
No, she's the defendant in this case, so she can't be at the inner temple. So who's dealing with the locks?
Right?
She's
I
required...
think Franziska's still working on him, and probably Sister Bikini. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Sister Bikini better get to fucking work.
She's required to be here in court.
Then how come she's not here in the defendant's lobby?
I have to admit, it's kind of strange. And that
Is this,
sounds like somebody's taking a hit.
I think this is our boy.
A mister? If you're looking for Iris, she's in the prosecutor's lobby. Just came here
Were
to
you
give you
taking a
little
hit,
smooch.
Edgeworth?
Yeah, just loosening up before the show.
He's like,
Hey,
"I
buddy.
get nervous before I talk to you.
I've been living in Amsterdam for a while.
It helps me
It's
deal
great.
with my earthquake trauma. Ed, and Edgiesworth.
Oh.
What's Iris doing over there?
She's going over today's testimony with the prosecutor as we speak.
Today's testimony.
wanna
Samurai
go
Tiger,
over?
thank you for the 10 bits. Vincent Oh, who are these characters? Leo, listen
Oh,
to
that's
me.
from the game we just played. Way
Oh,
Out.
right. Leo, listen to me. Just give yourself up. I know a defense lawyer. His name is Phoenix Wright, and he's the best. I'm positive he can get you off. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 100
Yeah, he
bits.
can.
I wonder if Pearls ran all the way to the courthouse, or did she finally take the train? Willing to
She's
bet
just
she
a
ran.
normal kid now, no powers.
Yeah.
No, they explained that the reason she couldn't use her powers because Dahlia was being
No.
was possessing
Can't
someone
run
else.
anymore. She lost her belt, her heavyweight belt, to Brock Lesnar.
And Rock Rule, and thank you for the 10 bits. Just set up a TV in there, put
Forgot
on
about
Advent
that.
Children, and Bikini can watch that while solving the locks. They'll be off in no time.
Boyfriend alert. You heard me.
Boyfriend alert! You heard me.
Boyfriend alert. Iris is going to be testifying as a witness for the prosecution.
Wait, what?
The prosecutor is squeezing her for a confession, or so I heard.
Can I squeeze you for a confession?
I've already confessed everything I wish to, thank
Okay. I'll stop squeezing you then.
you. No,
Franziska von Karma, what are you up to?
I didn't say that. I was just saying you're not going to get anything else out of me. That isn't. I know what you're thinking, but Franziska isn't going to be the prosecutor.
Franziska
today.
going to not be prosecuted today.
Franziska is going to not prosecute today. The prosecutor is not.
What? Then who is? I wonder if it could be some voice modulated douchebag.
I wonder.
The Void Adept, thank you for the bit. I like to think that ever since Edgeworth flew back in this game, he still has a bit of an accent from whenever he was practicing law. In this case, Dutch. That just makes him Mads Mikkelsen ×2.
Yeah.
This motherfucker. I just like the last time we played, he was just like hanging out, trying not to cry in that little side yard. And Phoenix Wright's like, "Hey, buddy," and he's like, "I speak 5 languages." I practice law in a lot of different places, and I have to have absolute mastery of the language.
And Phoenix is just like, I know, buddy, I know.
I know. Now tell me what you think of Larry.
Yo soy feliz. Oh, who else would it be but Godot?
And thanks for the 10 bits. Wait, the defendant is testifying for the prosecution? Isn't that just pleading guilty?
Yeah, right. I was thinking
Godot.
about them fucking hugging it out. Franziska is engaged in some important work at the Sacred Cavern.
Hazelmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. Do you think Phoenix would prefer being whipped by Franziska to having coffee thrown at him? I don't know.
Well, how hot is the coffee?
I
don't
mean, either
know.
way, the coffee is more messy.
Coffee is more
It's
messy,
true,
and
but
also
I would
Franziska
rather
isn't
coffee.
that sexist.
I would rather coffee.
Plus, after the coffee, you have to, like, take your suit to the dry cleaners. It's more of an inconvenience, I feel.
I'm just saying, as somebody who has been whipped with a horsewhip, it's not fun.
The sacred cavern? You don't mean the cheese.
And that was by me, on accident.
I mean, but hot coffee?
Well, that's what I'm
sounds like
saying.
more fun.
If it's cold coffee or lukewarm coffee, I could handle that better than being whipped.
If it was me, I wouldn't throw coffee on anyone unless it was hot.
Sure, but, I'm just stating my boundaries.
Okay.
All right.
If it's scalding hot, then the whip is preferred. As long as I'm wearing, like, pants or something. Anyway. Exactly.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 100 bits. I wonder if Larry Butts is going to share any more of his artwork today. Wouldn't be surprised.
I think it comes up.
She has been out there all night trying to remove those trick locks. With the head nun's assistance, naturally. We estimate that the last of the locks should be taken care of in about 3 hours. I hope everything continues to go smoothly and we receive some good news soon. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Edgeworth.
Prosecutor Godot intends to nail this case shut today. Be prepared to fight like there's no tomorrow, 'cause there isn't!
You don't have to tell me that.
Give me a kiss. I know. I can already see it in your eyes.
Whoa.
Yeah. We're reading each other's eyes. You're not the same fever-ridden, frantic maniac you were yesterday.
If you're ever
Now
feeling sick after falling in a river off a mountain, just go investigate for a day and you'll feel much better.
In the snow. It helps
the
the fever
snow.
go down.
And your boyfriend will comment on it. He'll be like, whoa.
He'll be like, you look disgusting. What's wrong with you?
Go lay down, you piece of shit.
It's strange. On the way here, I decided that today would be the end of all this. Almost immediately after I made that decision, I felt myself getting stronger.
What does that mean? Interesting.
He's committed to finishing
Emotional.
things.
But
Have you
also
never-
at the same time, I was drinking a protein shake, so that maybe that was that. That was that feeling.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 50 bits. I wonder if Phoenix still has his cold or is he over it by now? Well, it looks like he's
feeling stronger.
psyched himself up out of it.
What's wrong, buddy? Why are you yelling at me? Maybe you've passed your cold on to someone else. Literally.
Did I give it to Gumshoe?
Achoo.
Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. Stronger in the penis.
It wasn't me.
Samurai Tiger, thank you for the 10 bits. See, now that Godot is the losing streak is now in charge, Phoenix victory is assured. If Perfect Francisco is on the bench, she would at least be able to give Wright a good fight.
Hi, Patty. And with that, I leave the rest in your capable hands, partner.
Partner. See, it's what Edgeworth calls Phoenix.
Partner.
Thanks.
It's
Yeehaw.
so they're actually like friends, sort of.
They're partners.
Derek
I
Anthony,
know,
thank you for
no,
the 10
but
bits.
like in the last two games, they've just been like in such a weird emotional place. Like they're gay, you know they're gay, but they're not there yet. And here they're almost on the same page, except for fucking Edgeworth lives in Europe like an asshole.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Maybe we are lucky and we gave Godot the cold. I still don't have
Oh.
answers for most of the riddles plaguing this case.
We gave Gal Gadot the code.
And Samurai Tiger, thank you for the 10 bits. Hashtag Ibo Life. The circumstances around the murder of Miss Elise Donim. No, I mean Miss Misty Faye. The impossible flight Larry claims to have seen.
My loneliness ain't killing
And
my penis.
what that woman is really after.
I am stronger
I will solve them all and bring this whole tragedy to an end.
than I ever thought that I could be.
February 10th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 7. Is it still a Canadian judge?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Oh,
Probably not.
they switched.
Yeah, now that our little stint,
Yeah.
our little
Now that
secret
we're done committing fraud.
secret defense attorney game.
Damn, I haven't been the judge in a while.
I know, right?
Oh,
Not since the last court day of the fucking mafia
Probably like
case.
a good month ago.
Yeah. Court is now in session for the trial of Iris of Hazakura Temple.
shots.
Your Honor, what are you?
What, me? Well, my little brother came to visit me in my chambers earlier this morning.
Is that his little brother, the other one?
Yeah. All of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, he developed a scorching fever and fainted.
Wait, did I
The-
give
the-
him?
The cold.
But how?
He died somehow.
Did he come over to our house?
I've not been near that guy.
He went to Phoenix's apartment, and he gave him a little kiss on the forehead, and then he just got a cold.
It's custom in Canada.
Yeah.
The Void Adept,
Another
thank you
little
for the
kiss.
bit. I know what Morgan Fay wants, an actual pair of irises for her goddamn blank ghost eyes. And Azel Margate, thank you for the 5 bits. The funny thing about Canadian judge, he never got to make a verdict. Luke Atmey's trial got interrupted. Terry Falls passed away, and now he caught a fever. Oh,
Damn.
shit.
Nobody can let that man do his job.
He's trying.
Therefore, I'll be standing in for him.
I see, Your Honor. So they're brothers. That explains a lot.
I
L-Train,
wish
thank you
I
for the...
had a family.
L-Train, thanks for the 5 bits. Phoenix gave Udgy's brother the Atmey virus. And the Alaskan Hero, thank you for the 10 bits. No one out in Japanifornia is social distancing. Shake my head.
My poor brother. He looked a bit pale, not to mention sad that he couldn't be here.
Oh, he was really sad he couldn't be here.
Yeah.
It is impossible to predict what the future has in store for any of us.
You don't have voice mod on, by the way, if that's what,
What?
you were going for.
No, you did not.
Oh shit. Okay, hang on. I do
He just
have it
sounded
on.
very confident.
Yeah.
I do have it on. I just didn't switch it over to the appropriate thing, and then I had a fat cat. in
Godot,
my
your voice is
arms.
beautiful.
Thank you. I'm Opal. Question. What is my favorite color? not red.
How unhelpful to be the judge. Derek Anthony,
Wow.
thank you for the 10 bits. Let me guess, Phoenix is spreading COVID through the courtroom. I don't believe that's what's happening.
Bleh. This is precisely why people feel the need to judge the past. And we of the court have been charged with the solemn duty of passing such judgment.
Well said, Mr. Godot. You sounded very confident in the beginning there.
Thank you!
Understood exactly what you said. At least up until the end, anyway. Yeah, I'm not getting it. Now then, Mr. Godot, please proceed with your opening statement.
Humans are fragile, fickle beings. Our hearts change with the shifting of the tides. There is only one thing that remains a constant in this crazy world.
I feel like Godot is the most Kojima character in this series, to be honest.
A little bit.
The pitted darkness that lies at the bottom of this mug. Liquid.
Can coffee
shit.
bloom on the battlefield?
So then you mean, forget it. What do you mean?
During yesterday's trial, the accused refused to admit her role in the crime. But today she has had a change of heart.
My favorite card.
You wanna leave? Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple has a confession to make.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. With the auto-tune and the visor, he reminds me of the Daft Punk guys. Yes, that would definitely be the intention.
Work it, make it, do it.
Confession?
Fix those.
A defendant?
Iris. Why didn't she discuss this with me first?
Very well. This court will now hear the defendant's confession.
Okay, yeah, it is just a confession.
Now we're gonna shove her. Be like, that's bullshit. You're full of shit. Upon meeting a beautiful lady, always ask for her name and profession. That's one of my rules. All right, me too.
Iris. My name is Iris. My name is Iris. I am but a simple nun undergoing training at Hazakura Temple.
Witness, is there something you want to confess to?
Yes, I'm too damn hot. But first, I want to apologize to Mr. Wright.
Isn't that a song by OK Go?
Too damn hot?
What?
Oh yeah, they have a song called I'm So Damn Hot.
Oh, right.
Ah.
Kudo Surugi, thank you for the 100 bits. Godot's metaphor was so confusing that even the beard was confused.
He's easily confused though.
You know, OK Go always has really cool music videos. Am I right, Judge? I just can't continue lying to everyone anymore.
Their music videos suck.
Oh, but the one with the treadmills.
It's all right. What is it?
Mr. Wright, I have to admit that I did play a part in this terrible incident. I fucking did something.
Are you actually confessing?
Well, that's what I fucking said.
I mean, I wasn't expecting you to actually confess. Somehow. Are you saying that you were the one who murdered Miss Elise Doden?
Yeah, he was like, let's hear your confession. And then he's like, wait, you're
And then
confessing?
he's like, you're confessing?
What the fuck?
No, I'm not, Your Honor. But I dealt with the cover-up after the murder took place. After her spirit left, I took the lifeless shell of Mystic Elise and carried it to the Hazakura Temple courtyard, where I desecrated it.
Hmm.
What are you looking at?
What? What?
Blah, 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 blah.
Order in the court. Order.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix thinking, oh crap.
Witness, are you saying you were an accomplice to the murder?
Yes, that's correct.
What? 3 minutes in court and I'm already covered in a cold sweat.
That's just your fever breaking, mister.
Ha! Everyone on the planet is an accomplice to something.
Especially babies.
Original sin and all that.
Yeah.
It just happens to be that in this case, it's to murder.
Benjamin Oscar, thank you for the subscription there. I appreciate it.
Oh, he's on Twitter a lot. Including me. Isn't that right, Mr. Trite?
Grr, that Godot. So this is the confession they were conferring about. The conference for the confession where they were conferring. I've confirmed it. It pains me to say this, but it looks like Iris's testimony was all a lie. More like Lyris. Iris's testimony crumpled up and shoved into a pocket.
Good one, Mr. Wright.
Thank you.
Oh,
Now then, little lady, if you don't mind, I've got a question for you. Whose crime were you trying to cover up by your actions?
Iris was covering for someone. Now I'm definitely up the creek without a paddle. Or a life jacket. I'm just drowning in shit is what I'm saying.
Oh. I love that show too, Schitt's Creek. Oh, it's so great.
Godot?
Especially the gays. I love the gays.
Godot?
That's why I'm... What?
You sound a lot more youthful than usual.
no. I love the gays. I love Schitt's Creek is what I was trying to say. I've been at Hazakura Temple ever since I was a little girl. Hazakura Temple is run by one of the branch families of the Kurain tradition.
And Vampiro, thank you for the 5 bits. Pocket testimony.
One of our missions is to protect the main family.
I'm sorry, but main family?
Yes, and that's why I would dirty myself if need be to protect her. The daughter of the master of the Kurain channeling technique. Oh no. Mystic Maya Faye!
Is she saying Maya killed her?
She's trying to frame her.
Oh.
But it says I am was the killer.
Kudos,
On the post, it said I am, not Maya.
Kudos Surugi, thank you for the 20 bits. Even when he feels like he's got a handle on things, Phoenix and all of his fellow lawyers will always be on the back foot. It's absolutely true. That's their place. And Derek Anthony,
I love Schitt's Creek.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. So we found out that Godot's favorite show is Schitt's Creek. Yeah.
I love Schitt's Creek. David is really
favorite
good.
character is Moira.
Yes,
Of course.
I love that overdramatic kitten.
Huh?
But most of all, I love them gays, so it means that I'm not a homophobic misogynist. Wake up and smell the coffee, Trite.
She's naming Maya?
Order in the court.
And Ryrie Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. Of course they're framing Maya and accusing her of killing her own mother. Like, seriously, she missed her mom. Why would she just kill her? Ugh.
I mean,
And-
she didn't know.
It's true.
Moms suck.
And maybe she would kill her because her mom avoided her so much.
Yeah.
And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix really thinking, not again.
Here's your cigarettes, Mom.
So not only did you witness the murder, you know the name of the murderer.
I'm terribly sorry, but it's true. I saw her commit the crime with my very own eyes. And then I cleaned up the area to try to protect her.
And Azalmagi, thank you for the 5 bits. Why would she kill her sister at this point? Let's just assume that Maya would kill anyone and everyone. Yeah, it's true.
I bet Maya
does
was
not
probably
discriminate.
channeling Dahlia. Like there was some sort of, maybe Iris set up some sort of like a thing to be like, "Pshow, and now you're possessed, bitch."
Ciao.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow, kachuga, kachuga.
That's ridiculous. Maya could never do such a...
This
Shut up,
woman
Mr.
has
Wright.
a fucking record. Accused of how many crimes? Jesus.
The defense will
Stealing.
refrain from commenting until the appropriate time, which is never, so shut up.
Got a biased opinion.
Now, witness, let's hear your testimony. Yeah, who are you defending? Murderers? Fucker. What exactly happened on the night of the crime?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your confession needs context.
I did not do it, but I did do it.
I thought I was prepared for the unexpected, but I never imagined the case would wind up going in this direction.
You want to hug it out, right?
The real murderer. Ryrie Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. My bet would be Maya read Morgan's letter and didn't think it was meant to be a bad thing toward herself like the idiot she is. Sigh. I don't know about
We'll
that.
see.
I went to the inner temple that night and I saw it all happen in the garden. I saw Mystic Elise strike I saw Mystic Elise strike Mystic Maya with her staff.
What?
While Mystic Maya was still stumbling, Mystic Elise moved in to deliver a fatal strike.
The fuck is what?
Mystic Maya tried desperately to defend herself and stole the weapon.
Well, that checks out. She's always stealing things.
Right.
It was only in self-defense. You can't blame her for it.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. I can picture Pearl standing up in the courtroom and standing up for Maya. But nobody notices because she's so small. Hey there, Mama Carnage.
Yo.
So it was in self-defense?
Yes, Mystic Elise was the one who attacked first. That's why I tried my best to protect Mystic Maya.
You moved the victim's body to the temple so that Maya wouldn't be suspected. Isn't that right? Not bad. You've got the instincts of a true criminal.
Yeah, wait. Doesn't the body have, like, evidence that she fell? That's not part of it.
We'll see. That'll come up soon.
Something's not quite right. I'm sure it was established yesterday that Iris never went to the inner temple that night. And that the person who did go was that woman.
Porte Kano show.
Iris even admitted it. Hey, Bucketato.
Now then, Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Oh, Bucketato. Oh, Bucketato. He's in the chat and he's a bucket made of
Alright, I went to the inner
potatoes.
temple that night. Are we just pressing or is there a specific statement?
I think we're pressing. Yeah.
Okay, let's press then. I'll just stop pressing.
Shove her down.
Sister Iris, your testimony has changed quite a bit since yesterday. You stated yesterday that on the night of the murder, you didn't go to the inner temple. I forgot how deep his voice is.
Did she now? Too bad for you. What she said yesterday doesn't mean much today. Oh, acid trip? Question mark.
Yeah, it looks
By
a
the-
little blurry, but I don't see acid trip. Quite
Okay.
yet.
By the
Hopefully
way,
this can just pass.
where were you when she claimed that she didn't go?
Yeah, apologies, guys. When the bitrate lowers on my end, the visuals on the stream get a bit freaky. I don't know if I've
You gotta
explained this.
give bits to raise the bit rate.
I don't think that's part of it. It was in the Inner Temple's training hall.
A private conversation between the two of you does not constitute testimony.
Except when it frequently does in these games,
Yeah,
I feel.
right.
We only accept pillow talk here. That would properly be described as hearsay.
It's either official testimony or pillow talk and nothing in between. What do you have to say, witness?
I just couldn't tell him the truth at that time.
Ryrie Kurika, thank you for the 10 bits. Bits for bit rate, and thank you, Ankoku no Megami, for the 5 bits. Someone ordered bits. Thank you, guys.
Raise the bits.
Mystic Maya, she's your girlfriend, isn't she?
Oh my god.
Ew.
Vampiro, thank you for the 69 bits.
I didn't want to be the one to break it to you that I saw her commit murder.
I like that Phoenix just strategically stayed silent.
He was like, fucking what?
He's like, hang on, gotta process this,
I'm not
but
going to
also how
dignify
do I
that with a
deny?
response.
There, there. We all understand how difficult this is for you. Now then, let's continue with the testimony. What did you witness in the temple garden?
Ryrie, Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. More like a younger sister or niece, if you ask me.
Well, Your Honor.
And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Here is some bits for Maya's bail fund. Appreciate it. It's needed.
Yeah.
We do need bits for
We'll
that.
get her out 10 cents at a time.
You're saying that the victim attacked Maya. I mean, Miss Faye.
Yes, it was a truly frightening scene. Mystic Maya was struck hard on the head and looked like she was going to collapse.
What were you doing at the time? Why didn't you stop them from fighting?
Well,
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. Sorry, I've got to say fuck Godot. He doesn't care about the truth, doesn't care about justice. He's just 110% out to get Phoenix for something that wasn't his and obviously didn't, his fault, and obviously doesn't care who else gets hurt. That's
Yeah, he's
solid.
an asshole.
Yeah.
He's an asshole. Good character, though.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I was frightened. I couldn't move. I couldn't even speak. I was in such shock.
I'll say that Godot makes for a decent antagonist. I don't know if I like the character.
That's perfectly understandable, my dear.
This doesn't sound right. I don't believe this testimony for a minute.
What happened after that?
I don't think that is spoilers that Rock Roland said.
Yeah, he already,
He already told us that he's mad at us for what happened to Mia.
yeah,
he already
like,
said
he told us
that
last
he
time,
died
so,
and
so
stuff.
I don't
Yeah.
see any spoilers in there.
And
Yeah.
Ryu Karika, thank you for the 5 bits. He's an asshole, yo.
Man.
She moved in to deliver a fatal strike?
Yes, I'm sure of it. She threw down her staff and reached into her robe for a
What
weapon.
the fuck?
She threw down.
Wait a minute, what was this weapon? And can it fuck me?
Uh-oh.
Benjamin Oscar, thank you for the $10 donation and thank you for supporting the stream. Really appreciate it, Benjamin.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Good to have you here. Thank you.
It was some kind of dagger.
She already had a sword.
Yeah, wait. A dagger, huh? And Elise Donham tried to stab her with this weapon? To kill Miss Faye.
Yes, exactly.
Ah. What are you yelling at me? You look like I did after I mistakenly took a swig of Worcestershire.
Wow.
How do you say this?
Worcestershire.
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 Worcestershire sauce.
There's no, you don't have to pronounce the R, it's just Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
There you go.
Don't pronounce the first R, just pronounce the second 2 R's. Do you have a problem with the testimony we're hearing from your client, lawyer boy?
Do I have a problem with Iris's testimony? There is one thing.
Let's not do our job.
Your
Let's
Honor.
let him die.
I'm gonna do my job. I have a small problem with the witness's testimony.
The judge is just like, but you've never done that here before. You do? But this witness is your own client.
Well, the bitch betrayed us.
Yeah, well,
She just fucking confessed to being accessory to murder.
yes, well, nevertheless.
She's trying to get a lesser sentence. That's fine.
Series of emotions there.
Witness, let's add your last statement to the testimony.
That's very generous calling that an emotion, Martin.
Yes, sir. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You got a great.
Ah!
Hey, just a moment. It's my job to say that.
Oh, Bill, thank you for resubscribing for 8 months. We really appreciate it.
Hell
yes,
yeah.
Lord.
You've
He's got a great butt.
You've got a great
Good
butt.
10
And the
bucks.
Void Adept, thank you for the bit. I'm back. I had to leave the stream after hearing some panic in the back. My mother is packing for a short holiday with my dad, and she accidentally dropped a brand new can of deodorant. It got pissed and started flying around the bedroom like a goddamn untied balloon, with her and my sister trying to dodge and catch it.
How does your deodorant fly?
Because
It's probably like an aerosol one.
that's got to be some powerful aerosol.
Yeah.
Well, those things are always like super pressurized on the inside, so.
I just use the stick, I guess. Anyway.
Listen, Gramps, I won't say it again. Final judgment will be rendered by me.
You could buy Last Judgment coming for PlayStation 5. The new Judgment game. Derek Anthony. Lost Judgment? Right, sorry.
Lost.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. The burping kind of fits with Godot holding the coffee in his hand.
Buy Lost Judgment. Spend Greg Chun's money.
Ah!
Okay, now, let's continue.
She threw her staff away and pulled a dagger from inside her robe.
Can I just present the staff now?
I think so, yeah.
Why would she? Why?
Why would she have more than one weapon? Come on. That's
How
impossible.
murderous is this woman?
Sister Iris, there's something strange about your version of events.
Huh?
Miss Donim... Miss Donim...
What?
Miss Donim throwing her staff away makes no sense at all to me.
But all you can do with the staff.
Very limited idea of what you can do with a staff.
But all you can do with the staff is hit someone.
Hey,
That's wrong, Sister Iris, because I know it can fuck me.
I know.
It can hit, it can spank, it can fuck, it can love.
Naturally, you wouldn't know this, Sister Iris, but the victim's staff had a special feature about it.
It can fuck, it can love.
Edgeworth just stands up in the gallery. He's like, it can fuck him.
All right, just fucking say it. Let's move on. We tried, it worked.
Wildfire VV, thank you for the 5 bits. Hope everyone is okay. And who does Godot think he is? God? God may be in your name, Robot Boy, but the only God in this courtroom is Edgeworth, biatch.
Yeah, we stan a king.
And Steve...
Emotionally repressed king.
and Samurai
Possibly
Tiger.
asexual, definitely stupid.
Samurai Tiger, thank you for the 10 bits. No, bad Marin. No, Steve Austin. What chance? That shit is one of the worst chants to take hold in WWE. As you can see, it's a
What?
sword.
What?
Ah!
If Elise Donim really had wanted to kill Maya Fey, she wouldn't have needed to use a separate dagger. Not when she already had a beautiful blade in her hands already.
This blade.
Gorgeous blade.
I'd stab so many fucking people with it. It's so hot.
L Train 4444, thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix Smack Staff. This baby can fuck so much of me.
Can it?
Yes.
Fuck me.
That thing could fuck him? Well, Sister Iris, what do you have to say now?
That was an impressive bit of investigating. Right.
Oh, I investigated that staff.
I never would have thought there was a sword hidden in that staff. But even so, how should I put this?
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. To be fair, that sword staff can penetrate anyone.
A long sword is unwieldy, and thus quite ineffective in close quarters combat.
Ah, yes, swords. Very ineffective in close quarters combat.
In
Take a long sword.
Wildfire VV, thank you for the 5 bits. Well, that staff is very good at penetrating, that's for sure. Puts on sunglasses and leaves. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 40 bits. Maybe that's why Godot has to wear that mask, because he played God Full Metal Alchemist reference. I don't know that.
I had to give my eyeballs to the gate.
Is that what they do?
Well, the gate is like the thing that crosses over to the other side of whatever the fuck.
I only
There's,
remember
like, a
that from the
little-
live action movie, which I have purged from my brain.
Well, I read a lot of the manga. Maybe that's why she chose a dagger over her blade.
Well,
Anyway, the type of weapon she chose to use isn't what's important.
serious?
The important thing is that she tried to kill Maya Fey.
Mama Carnage, thank you for the 10 bits. Shame it's shaped on one side. Can't double up. Ooh.
You get creative.
As long as there's nothing strange about that, there's no problem with her testimony.
But there is something strange about this whole testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, the prosecution has a point.
Very well, Your Honor. The defense will now present evidence to back its argument. The Azulmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. There's a guy in a side story who does give up his eyeballs in FMA, and a similar event occurs with someone's eyesight later.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Volcanic Ash Soap, who helped out with the Discord, which you can join with that link. Love you, Volcanic. Hey.
Mr. Wright!
I have here another piece of evidence that shows this testimony can't be trusted. Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. The gate equals the truth of the world equals the ability to do alchemy without drawing circles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because Miss Elise Donan would never attempt to take the life of Maya Fey. She's a freaking mum.
Yeah, I think we're just presenting Elise's profile here.
Put the gravy in front of them. Then they'll know.
Elise Donan would never have attacked Maya Fey. Armand, thank you for the 10 bits. You know, Iris, you can just fire Phoenix, then he would have to leave the courtroom. That's true.
Yeah.
How can you be so sure?
Because the victim's real name was not Elise Donim. Her real name was Misty Fey.
Faye?
No! Not Mystic Misty Fey!
Who is this Misty Faye? Is she related to...
Misty Fey is the master of the Kurain channeling technique. She is also, slam, the mother of Maya Fey.
Are you serious?
Is it really true, Mr. Wright? Was Elise Stoneham actually the great Mystic Misty?
Mysteriously, yes. There's no doubt about it.
No.
It
Doubt.
looks like Iris had no idea.
I can hardly believe it.
Naruto!
Naruto!
The idea that she would try to kill her only daughter, one she hadn't seen in 17 years? Perhaps the prosecution can offer some explanation for why she would do such a thing.
Maybe she really didn't like her kids.
That's why she left. She was just like, I'm done with these.
Yeah,
If I ever see that kid again, I'm gonna stab him.
kill her.
And I'm gonna bring with me a selection of knives just for the occasion.
Gotta remember to bring my Dexter bag. Gotta love that show.
Order
killing
the
people.
court.
And Maya Fey has been accused of one too many murders for my liking.
Upon hearing the witness's testimony, it seemed natural enough. However, in light of some facts that have just been presented,
With zero evidence to support them.
with zero evidence, but I don't need evidence.
It seems plausible.
One, that the victim supposedly threw away a sword during a fight. And
Perfectly
two,
good
that the two people battling to the death were mother and daughter. Despite the facts being believable when taken on their own, when taken together, the entire story seems difficult to believe.
Listen, there's nothing in this world that is impossible.
It's impossible to like you.
Oh!
And...
Except for one little thing. My penis!
Yes? And what is this one little impossible thing?
His penis?
Is it your
My
penis?
penis! Ha! You still don't get it. It's my penis!
Is it stronger?
Stronger than my penis!
van, your
No,
penis.
it's nothing but a penis.
Oh,
My
God.
penis.
Armand, thank you for the 10
Still
bits.
go
I mean, would you
now.
recognize your child if you'd only seen them as a baby? If you were psychic.
She knew, though.
She knew.
Hashtag stronger in the penis.
My God.
My penis ain't killing me no more. You still
No
don't
more?
get it.
Was it before?
Look, I didn't write the song. You still don't get it.
There you go. Wildfire BB, thank you for the 5 bits. Godot wrote harder, better, faster, stronger about his own penis. Faster.
Stronger than I ever thought that I could be, baby. You think maybe my beans are under roasted, but you have no idea, Gramps. My beans are roasted from the fires of hell.
Remember when I described you as rambunctious?
It's very inaccurate.
I
I would say boisterous.
that is what rambunctious means. Could you get to your
Voluptuous.
point?
I heard the witness's confession this morning. Just as I had taken the first sip of my 8th cup of morning coffee.
Jesus, this guy.
He drinks
You're
as many
going to ruin your
coffees.
health, my friend.
He drinks as many coffees as I smoke bowls.
You're going to ruin your health, my friend.
Marin's like, I only smoke 17 bowls during any court trial.
Yeah, if we finish this stream and I'm on my 17th bowl, it's a win. Anyway, after hearing this woman's confession, I had a detective who loves to investigate sent to the scene of the crime.
He does love doing it. He was singing a song
Yeah.
and everything.
He was singing.
Everything gonna be airtight. And he discovered this little beauty.
Huh.
Mwah.
Is that the dagger the witness testified to seeing?
Wait, did he legit find that?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Every case is gonna be airtight. Obviously, Your Honor. But do you not notice something else?
Now that you mention it, if you look closely, there appears to be a blood stain. Or even if you don't look that closely.
Yeah.
It's just
If you
kind of
really-
there.
Yeah, glance at it.
Where did you
know?
find that? I didn't see that when I investigated the crime scene. Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. He drinks as much coffee as Melvin hugs people. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. How long until Godot starts doing the cornholio thing from Beavis and Butthead for drinking too much coffee? I would be
I
down for
need
that.
TP for my bunghole.
Almond, thank you for the 10 bits. Damn it, Gumshoe, why didn't you leak that to Phoenix? I know, right?
Did you investigate the pine tree at the crime scene?
Huh?
What's a pine tree?
The pine tree? This dagger. Oh,
Yeah, shut the fuck up. This dagger was stuck in the backside of that pine tree. You didn't find it. I need TP for when the last blow was struck, ending the violent battle between the two women. This little baby was thrown in the direction of the back of the pine tree.
Which means the blood on the dagger belongs to the victim, correct?
Were you even listening, old man?
No?
What? I first heard this confession this morning. Just as I had taken the first sip of my 13th cup of morning coffee.
didn't you say it was your 8th just a few minutes ago?
When I took the sip of my 27th cup of morning coffee and I heard those words hit my ears, they bled tears of sadness. I didn't have enough time to get the blood analyzed on such short notice.
His ears bled tears?
Yes.
In any case, the court will accept the dagger as evidence. Furthermore, I order that a blood test be performed on it immediately.
Boo, 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 boo. This is my sweetheart. Make sure you treat her right. Love you, Dagger. You're the
Aelith,
best Final Fantasy IX character.
get this piece of evidence to the crime lab for testing immediately.
Dagger added to the court record.
When I drank my 30th cup of coffee, and I heard what that bitch had to say.
Now then. The testimony we've just heard had numerous unbelievable aspects to it. However, after having found the very dagger the witness spoke of, I believe we can consider her testimony to be credible.
Almond, thank you for the 10 bits. I guess Godot wants the dagger to fuck him?
If it hasn't
Godot,
already.
he's just thirsty.
Yeah.
That's why he's drinking all this coffee.
He treats
You
objects
girls
like
never
women.
lie. Ever. That's a fucking lie.
The Azalmagia, thank you for the...
He's just calling her not cute.
Oh. The Azalmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. How can Dagger be the best character when Freya exists?
Damn.
And L-Train4444, thank you for the 20 bits. So we know Godot, favorite blend of coffee is Godot number 102. What blend is Godot's favorite bowl to smoke?
I think he likes Louis the 13th because I don't like that strain, but it makes him feel fancy.
Louis the 13th.
Yeah. Cute girls never lie. That's why I'm dead.
In any case, witness, if you could please testify again to this court.
And Wildfire VV, thank you for the 5 bits. God, I would love to see Godot's echocardiogram. The heart palpitations this bitch must be having is amazing. Also, Final Fantasy 9 VV fan right here. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. It would be interesting if it was not coffee in the cup. Instead, it was alcohol. It would be a very different character.
It's
I mean,
probably
he's
Kahlua.
definitely, yeah, he's
Kahlua,
definitely drinking Irish coffee for sure.
Yeah. There's like 1/4 coffee, 3/4 Bailey's in there.
That's about the ratio for my screwdrivers as well.
About what, Your Honor?
About the incident you saw. The battle between the two women.
Yes, Your Honor.
The battle.
The women.
The women. The power.
Mystic Maya stumbled briefly after being hit over the head with the staff. But then she dodged Mystic Elise's next attack and stole her weapon.
Oh shit.
Suddenly, Mystic Elise was the one on the defensive, with her back on the stone lantern. Then she wrote, "I am," like an idiot.
I thought it looked like it said blow.
It did look like that.
That's when Mystic Maya stabbed Mystic Elise.
Can we look at the autopsy report really quick? Wasn't she stabbed through the back?
Stabbing back?
Yeah.
Couldn't
Pretty
have
sure
been-
that's gonna be
Yeah.
what we present.
Mystic Elise managed to fling the knife away, but then she collapsed.
Fling.
That was a very heartbreaking story.
The way they fought and everything.
It's like one of my Donmays.
I don't know if there were any bad feelings between them, but it had been 17 years since Mystic Misty's disappearance.
Man, I can't wait until like Heaven Official's Blessing has a dub, and I'm just so disappointed because nothing can ever live up to what's in my head right now.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
Perhaps they simply didn't recognize each other anymore.
That seems reasonable. Now then, Mr. Wright, proceed with your cross-examination.
All right.
Look at those eyes. Peeking.
Darren Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. How old is Maya here? I believe she's like 19?
She's 19?
19?
Yeah, 19, I
Yeah,
think.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a big lady.
And then she dodged. Suddenly, Mystically
It
was
is
the
kind of
one
crazy to
defensive.
think.
So I present it here.
I think the next one where it says that
There
she
we
stabbed
go.
her, yeah. There we go.
Didn't we do the math and we said like, because this is 2019 and
Yes.
Maya's 19, right?
Uh-huh.
They're
Yes.
so much younger than us. It's so weird.
I know.
Something about you just isn't right today, Iris.
Huh? What?
Until now, I didn't think you were the type to make such a careless mistake.
What?
However, the testimony you just gave contains quite a few contradictions.
What? What do you mean? What's so wrong about my testimony?
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. So she was 2 years old when her mom left. Yeah, that would check out the math there, yeah. And Ryu Yukarika, thank you for the 5 bits. I need heaven's official blessing. I don't know what it is. To have an English
It
dub.
is officials. The plural is on the the possessive is on the officials.
Blessing. To have an
Yes.
English dub. My ADHD has made it impossible for me to watch too much of that series.
Honestly, I will be honest, like, when I sat down, I was like, I put it on when I got my second vaccine, so I was waiting out the side effects and shit. And like, so I was just kind of in bed and let it play. There are a lot of fucking names to remember. There's a lot of weird exposition, but then like I started reading the books. I kind of skipped past where the anime had adapted because it seemed pretty close. I might go back and reread, or I'm going to go back and reread because I've already pre-ordered the books. But like if you keep going, it'll get easier. But I honestly do recommend the books. And you can pre-order them on, I think, 7seasdanmei.com. They've got all 3 of the series licensed on that website. The Scum-Sucking Villain one, the Grand Master of Taoism, and Heaven Official's Blessing, which I have read HOB. I love HOB.
Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. Why is Phoenix mean when he's not being a dog? He's being a jerk. No in between. It's because he is a tragic bisexual.
Indeed, a
He's
horrid bisexual.
Horrid, tragic bisexual.
Disaster
And
bi.
he doesn't cry anymore, so this is his new coping mechanism.
According to you. Sorry, Bookatato is asking me something. Today's the deadline for a project for my training to become a voice actor, and I had Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged first episode translated into German and partially rewritten as an audiobook recorded as my... I don't think that's copyright infringement. I don't think that's something you would have to worry about.
I mean, as long as you're not, like,
you're not releasing
selling it.
Yeah, you're not releasing it publicly and selling it. I don't think that would be an issue. I'm not necessarily the person to ask about that, but...
If you try and sell it,
I'm
then
not
you
going to
might
come
get in
after
trouble.
you. Yeah.
But, you know, also, then there's the argument of, is it being mass-produced?
Arari Yukarika, thank you for the 5 bits. I understand enough Japanese that usually if I stop paying attention to the subtitles for a moment, I can still figure out what was going on instead, but it's not in Japanese, so I get lost much more quickly.
They do have a Japanese dub now, I think. Or they announced that a Japanese dub was on the way. So you could try that. But yeah, it is in Chinese. So, which I like listening to the original language, but it's interesting. The voice acting and that kind of sounds a little bit more like a radio play, I feel like.
Maya Fey stabbed the victim who had her back to the stone lantern, correct?
Yes, that's right.
But in that case, the victim would have been stabbed in the stomach, right?
Yes, I think so.
But, according to the autopsy report, the cause of death was due to blood loss from a stab wound in her back. This proves that the victim was stabbed from behind, not from the front. Sister Iris, it appears another seed of doubt has sprouted from your testimony.
Ah!
What?
Oh.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright?
Acid trip visuals. Apologies, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Give it a minute there. Yeah, thank you, Wildfire Vivi, for triggering that command. Is the stream blurry on your end? Maybe even becoming very trippy and impossible to see? That's because LK's internet is currently having problems, and rather than the stream constantly pausing, it gets blurry instead. Thanks for sending that out, Demon, and thank you for triggering that, Wildfire Vivi. The Azul Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. Sister Iris, your lies are causing the stream a great deal of distress. Alright, here we go.
Oh, hello.
Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. Edward's a moody asexual. Phoenix is a tragic bisexual. The whole game is a Freudian soap opera.
I love them so much. Ha, it's simple. People are like books. I like bending them backwards and hurting their spines. We've all got a front and a back.
Damn. That's...
You get my drift?
That was, like, really fast. all you have to say?
He's one of those assholes you like loan him a book and he gives it back and it's all dog-eared and fucked up and water damaged. He's like, sorry, I peed on it. It's like,
and then you're like, did you enjoy the book at least? And he's like, oh, I didn't read it.
yeah. I'm so bad at that. The not reading, not peeing. I don't pee on things usually.
Just keep bringing it up.
Not
Yeah,
on
but
things,
I'm
just in things.
I can also say I'm quite well potty trained, thank you. I can also say that darkness loves to play with the human mind.
Especially Marin's. Could you please knock it off with the cheesy proverbs and illogical metaphors already? I almost said illegal metaphors. The point is,
illegal.
They should be. Too much of this testimony just doesn't make sense. Throwing away a useful staff is so useful. The people fighting being mother and
I
daughter.
can fuck you and everything.
There's a whole ass sword in there.
And now she falsely claims the victim was stabbed in the stomach. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. The judge has a funny look there. He was imagining weird things.
Oh, he usually is. There certainly are some inconsistencies.
My hand
I like
is...
the idea that metaphors are illegal in Japanofornia, like Ozelmagia says, because somebody will be like, men are dogs, and they're like, how dare you? Where's the dog?
Well,
That's why
where
I
is
was
it?
thinking about like when bailiffs appear to be like a magnet on a
A magnet.
refrigerator. He has to say it in his head, not out loud.
Oh.
well,
The
Iris,
thought police.
how about it?
Well, it's just.
Well, if you ask me, you're being too naive about the whole thing.
What do you mean?
Ooh.
Me, naive? I'm not that naive. I'll just pine after a guy I met in school once, and for 20 years, and change my whole life.
Yeah.
Fine.
But naive? No.
No.
I'm quite realistic. It happened. There are 253 distinct types of bitterness in coffee. But I pick out each one. Whoa. But to pick out each one requires total concentration and the use of all the senses. Sorry, Gordon's playing with like a fabric dangle toy, and occasionally he'll let it go and it'll like snap back at me. Because it's
Thanks for the update, kiddo.
Oh. Look, I'm being distracted by this cat. This remote work thing is my robot. Is it doing well? Were you really concentrating on what this witness actually said?
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Is Godot a living in coffee encyclopedia or something? He certainly probably has one in his visor.
Prosecutor Godot, explain yourself.
I'm sorry, guys. My hand keeps like seizing up when I'm clicking things. So
really?
if I'm slow or if I'm agitated, I apologize.
You need a minute to do some hand
I don't know.
Some hand calisthenics.
Something.
My hands do that sometimes, where they just like twitch and stuff, and it's not cool.
Yeah.
Ooh! Ooh! The witness was quite unambiguous about her own ambiguities when she said that the garden was dark and she couldn't see clearly.
Ah.
A human needs one thing to see clearly, and that is light.
And a sweet visor. Light.
By the way, did you know? The inner temple has a rule that on nights when an acolyte is there training, the stone lantern in the garden is to always be lit.
Hell yeah.
Just like me. Whoa.
I did wonder what that stone lantern was there for.
Well, if that's true, shouldn't the witness have been able to see the crime more clearly?
Normally, yes, Your Honor. But according to the head nun, Sister Bikini, on the night of the crime, it was impossible to light that stone lantern.
Right, but a bridge was on fire, so I don't know if that would change things.
That bitch was too short.
Impossible.
couldn't reach. It hadn't been used in a long time, and the wick was no good.
The John Wick.
Whose dog died. In other words, it
Missile.
had to be nearly pitch black in the garden that night.
He's like, John Wick's dogs died, and it's your fault, Phoenix Wright.
You could have done something.
You could have done something about this.
There could have been a faint light coming from the training hall, but that's all.
Bridge is on fire.
The bridge is on fire.
Most enlightening.
Yes, that illuminating fact has chased all the contradictions away. If the staff was dropped, it would be difficult to see. It also explains why they didn't recognize each other.
But they did because she wrote Maya.
Oh, you silly bitch. You silly white-haired bitch. You think that just because you're dead, you can boss everyone around? You think that because you look like a fucking poker dealer, that you know everything? Die again.
Very
We can't see the...
self-hating
the-
Godot.
We can't see the demons that lurk in the night. That's why humans are weak.
Oh, that hurts. Ryu Karika, thank you for the 5 bits. I literally couldn't watch that movie because of that. I eventually needed to skip that part and watch the rest of it because it's supposedly really good.
Oh, there's John Wick.
John Wick, yeah. I don't blame you for having to skip the dog stuff.
Isn't that right, Trite?
No!
Order, order, order.
And Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. Didn't know Godot has a split personality too. I think I like the other one.
You like actual Godot and not me yelling at Godot. That's insulting. Here, Your Honor, let me present the stone lantern into evidence. Maybe it will rekindle the flame of truth in your mind.
Stone Lantern added to the court record. But here's the
Can
thing, he
I?
can't see red, so he probably doesn't realize that that writing's there.
I believe you're right.
Can I
Take a
go
break?
to the bathroom? real
Yeah,
fast?
please feel
Yes.
free. I'm going to flex my hand and do some
BRB.
stretching. Did you
I'm
say...
gonna go refill my water real quick.
Sounds good, Soupy.
Be right back.
Welcome, guys. Welcome. Thank you, Amika, for raiding. You raided at an opportune moment because I have a few minutes here to talk about the fact that we are streaming Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations. We're on the first section of the final court case of the first trilogy. So it's all coming to a head. And it's very exciting for me because I only ever played the first game all through to completion. Wait. No, I played the second game. That's right. I was trying to remember exactly what I had played and what I hadn't played, but I played the first 2 games, I think. Right? Now it's all gotten vague in my head because I've played the second game recently. I'm pretty sure I'd only played the first 2 games before, so this is all new to me. And we're going to be playing more Phoenix Wright games after this. We're going to be playing Investigations 1 and 2, and then we're going to be playing Apollo Justice, and we're going to keep going from there, all the way to Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright and The Great Ace Attorney, which just came out in the West. But thank you for raiding, Amika. I hope you had a good stream. I'm going to give you a shout out there, Amika. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh, wait, I think I fucked up. Oh, I put CA. That's my bad. Amika CH. Don't know how I put CA. They were playing Captain Tsubasa Dream Team. Some serious shit happens to Evil Sea Monkeys. Interesting.
I'm back.
Just
I'm
the
back
first.
for the serious shit.
Welcome back. I could have sworn I'd played game 2, Demon Cross. Maybe it was, maybe I'm imagining things. I felt like I felt like I'd seen the Matt on guard twist already. So I think I had played game 2. But I definitely haven't
Soupy
played this
stepped away?
game.
Has Soupy stepped away?
Soupy has stepped away to refill that water, yes.
I see.
Yeah, so I'm just catching people up. We're deep in the thralls of the final court case of the 3rd game. And I know people are questioning how Godot brought the stone lantern to the court. I'd like to think that he probably just brought a picture of it. Like, as far as I know, there's no way to really move that whole thing all the way here. Demon, maybe I'm wrong. It could be just that. It could just be the way I'm remembering things.
buddy.
I swear that I played the Matt on Guard case before, though. Because I remember that
I
vividly.
thought you said you played the first 2 games.
Yeah.
That's what you told me.
Yeah, so I think that's the case. I think it's game 3 onwards that I hadn't played. Because I think I remember getting excited for finishing the second game because it was all going to be new. For me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
How's Gordon Freeman doing?
He's begging.
He's begging.
He's begging.
So, Investigations. That's going to be more of a point-and-click game. And
Yeah.
just so I understand, both screens, I assume, are going to be utilized equally. Because in Phoenix Wright, these games were designed for the Game Boy Advance, so the lower screen is only really an accessory. So I'm probably going to have to change the layout of the stream overlay just to compensate for that. And we'll probably have to get rid of the Blue Badger and replace him with icons for Marin and Soupy. Yeah, sorry, Roman Reed. I know this one has gone on for a long time. It's a good one, though. It's a good case. Say again?
It's the big climax.
Big climax, yeah. It's wrapping everything up. They probably didn't know if they were going to have more games after this one. So they probably were like, let's give a big hurrah, a big send-off.
Gung-ho.
Very gung-ho. Emphasis on the ho in Phoenix's case.
Well done.
Thank you. Can it fuck me?
Oh, no.
I
Do
think
not bite me. Don't.
Is he biting? He's a nippy boy, isn't he?
Yeah. Stupid cat. Well,
Kudos Sarigi, thank you for the 10 bits. Until the anime came out, my headcanon was the courtroom was accessed by a tablet mixed with those holograms from the live-action movie. Really?
I did like those holograms.
I remember
big
that. That was one
machine.
thing about the movie that I really liked, was
cool.
it the inventive way they had the courtroom set up. But aside from that, the movie didn't, thrill me.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Thank you.
We were just complimenting the way that the live-action Phoenix Wright movie presented the courtroom itself and the evidence and everything.
Yeah. I like that movie visually.
Visually? Yeah.
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 Takashi Miike is the one thing you can say about him as a filmmaker is he never goes half-assed.
I feel like that's true.
I've heard him compared to Roger Corman because he's the kind of guy who can make a whole movie in a week and just,
Really?
yeah, he's working on so many projects at once that he can just be like, okay, this week I'm doing this movie, and this week I'm doing this movie, and this week I'm doing this
That
movie.
explains why he's so
Inconsistent.
prolific.
Oh, okay.
Well, that too.
The Alzal Marga, thank you for the 5 bits. Didn't the movie make Red White a goth with a megaphone for some reason?
Yes.
It made some interesting changes.
That was a weird choice.
Why is the judge just sitting there with that look on his face?
What's wrong, Your Honor? Was that flame too hot?
This lantern. There's something written on it.
Eh.
Well, why? It's written in blood.
Oh boy. So the judge didn't know about that yet.
Written in blood.
It says Maya upside down.
He's
Or
pretty
blow
smart
the other
today.
way around.
What the?
Oh, yes. That's right. After being cornered and then stabbed by Mystic Maya, Mystic Elise didn't fall down right away. She must have been writing that on the stone lantern behind her. With the blood that was still draining out of her body.
It certainly looks that way.
Hang on just a minute. What are you all talking about?
I was wondering when it was going to come back.
What do you mean, what are we all talking about?
We're talking about the message written in blood.
Huh, nonsense.
I don't think you missed anything, Vivi. We had a bit of a break.
This lantern, it's as clean as a whistle.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. That or Red White visited the inner temple. Could it be? He can't see the bloody writing at all? Now that I think of it, he did say something to me yesterday.
I'm colorblind, you fucking asshole. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see shit.
So you could say the goggles, they do nothing.
How dare you make light of my fucking disability?
So that's what he meant by that.
In any case, this is obviously an important clue. We now know that the crime scene was dark, and that the victim scrawled this message on the stone lantern. Well, Mr. Godot, anything further?
Bah.
It paused for me.
Sorry.
So it just says, Mr. God? Mr. Godot?
Are you there, Mr. God?
Are
It's
you
me,
there,
Mr.
God?
Judge.
it's me, the judge.
Okay then. Let's move on.
Mr. God.
I'm Mr. God now.
Godot is literally shaking right now. And somehow, I don't think it's from caffeine overdose.
I believe it has now been established that Miss Doden was killed by Maya Fey.
That's just wrong.
Chigalio. Now it's time to turn our attention to you.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Do we have to reboot Godot?
Yeah.
Alt F4, that guy.
Yes, sir.
After the victim died, you did something, didn't you?
And Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. Yet, anyhow. I'm not sure what you're following on from there. I probably missed the dialogue.
Let's hear it. We're all ears.
Sister Iris's cover-up.
After Mystic Elise died, I called out to Mystic Maya. I thought it was my duty to protect the future master of the Kurain tradition. So I removed the body from the inner temple by myself. I dragged it behind me all the way across the dusky bridge. Then I used the snowmobile to carry it back to Hazakura Temple and chopped it up into bits and incinerated it. And ripped it apart with my bare hands.
And I reached into the incinerator and it reached back.
Oh!
I used the Shichishito to alter the way the wound looked.
Alright.
I stabbed that bitch.
Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. I meant I don't think he's shaking from caffeine overdose yet. I see.
So you moved the body.
Yes, I was raised at Hazakura Temple. I owe a great deal of thanks to the Fae clan.
And Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. To reboot Godot, you need to stick a pin in that little hole on the side of his visor and hold it for 10 seconds.
But even so, I never imagined that Elise Donham was actually Misty Fae. Ah! I've committed a terrible sin.
A terrible trick of fate.
You've sinned against Mr. God. I believe
Mr. God's not gonna like to hear about this.
I believe you're looking for a twist of fate, Your Honor. Armon5678, thank you for the 10 bits. Maya won the title of Kurain Master in single combat, apparently, because that's how that works.
Fae clan tradition.
Fight.
I intended to return to the inner temple after taking care of the body. But
Oh, shit.
You were spotted by the head nun, correct?
yes, and that's why I couldn't go back.
Your story makes sense, I suppose.
Yes.
Mr. Wright, go ahead with your cross-examination.
And Wildfire VV, thank you for the bit. I knew somebody was going to say this. Twist of fate, Arlita and the Hardy Boys here. Yes, Your Honor.
Hi.
Sister Iris's cover-up. Alright, are we pressing or...
I think we're pressing.
Alright.
Shove her down. Push.
So you
her
waited until everything
down.
was over before making a move.
Shove her to the floor.
No, it's not like that.
She saw someone murdered right in front of her eyes. It's not surprising that she was a little timid.
Yes, I suppose that's true. Sometimes when I'm watching lawyers argue back and forth with each other, I feel so helpless that I just sit quietly and wait for them to reach a conclusion.
Isn't it your job as the judge to mediate the argument?
Don't tell me what to do.
It wasn't until Mystic Maya saw me that it finally dawned on her what she had done.
Rock Rule, thank you for the 10 bits. To become the master of Kurain, you have to defeat the previous master in a Yakuza-style final boss fight. Yes, it includes ripping their shirts off first. What tattoo would Mystic Maya have on her back?
A burger.
The Steel Samurai. So then, you knew? You knew the significance of the name Maya Fey.
It would be like 2 hands praying over a big bowl of noodles, and then underneath it would say ramen.
Ramen.
Yes, of course I did.
That's odd. I mean, Sister Bikini didn't recognize Maya's name, let alone her position.
Well, Sister Bikini's a fucking idiot. Anyway,
All she does is watch Advent Children.
she's thinking about Cloud way too much. She makes me, like, talk about the geostigma as though it were real. Anyway, she was a very special person indeed.
She makes you talk about the geostigma.
Like, we have full conversation. She's worried about it.
Why did you do that?
Because I didn't want Mystic Maya to be suspected in any way. I thought the best thing would be to remove the body from the... I thought the best thing would be to remove the body from the crime scene.
You moved her body all by yourself?
I'm a big girl. Yeah. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have been impossible if it wasn't for the snow.
The snow, huh?
I tried to...
It's pretty amazing you could make it all the way across. That's a rickety old bridge.
Well, you're a rickety old asshole. It looks worse than it is. It's surprisingly sturdy despite its age.
It's like they say, idiots are too stupid to catch even a simple cold.
Joke's on you, I've had 2 colds in this game.
God, you're
It's
fucking...
so smart.
But there's one thing that bothers me. Why not just throw the body into the Eagle River? It would have been much easier than dragging it all the way to Hazakura Temple.
I thought that it would still cast too much suspicion on Mystic Maya. That's why I tried to take the body as far away as possible.
Ah, makes perfect sense to me,
Ha ha ha.
for the time being. Anyway, what did you do after you crossed the bridge?
Okay, the snowmobile is interesting. The snowmobile. I knew that would show up sooner or later.
Yes, I had the key. Bitch, I used the snowmobile to travel from Hazakura Temple to Dusky Bridge.
This is the part that was in question the other day.
Yeah.
Should I ask for more details? About
Think about the tracks?
Because
Oh.
if you really did move her body by snowmobile, then there should be tracks left in the snow, right?
Well, yes, naturally you would expect tracks.
This picture was presented at yesterday's trial. It's not that. So many pictures.
I mean, I think they're just gonna show it.
Oh,
anyway.
they are? Okay, my bad. Ah. Are these the tracks from that ride?
Yes, I think they are.
But I can only see one set of tracks here.
I don't see what's so strange about that. Snow was still falling when I left Hazakura Temple.
I see. Snow was still falling, huh?
That's a character from a different Final Fantasy game that I don't like as much.
And then when the murder took place, it had already stopped. That's why there are such fresh-looking tracks.
Fresh tracks.
Fresh. I'm pretty fresh,
Dropping
y'all.
my fresh track.
Hmm.
I'm a killer. I'm a killer.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What do you think about this testimony?
I'm
Very
guessing
important.
I think it's very important, yeah.
I think it's pretty important.
when the murder took place, the snow had already stopped?
Because that was at like 10:45.
Oh, there's so much.
Yeah. I think we need to present the weather data if she adds a new statement on this one.
This snow is so important.
I know.
That doesn't make sense if you stack it up against the other evidence.
This snow is Ichiban.
Your Honor, I'd like the statement Iris just made added to the testimony.
But does it have something to do with the case?
I don't know. All
No,
will be made
Just
clear.
make her say it.
Huh?
Make her say ooga booga doogie doogie poop poop.
I want to make her talk about geostigma as if it's real. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits.
going to be all right?
I wonder if Maya survived on snow cones all along during this. All will be made clear if you allow her statement to be added to the record.
I hope she's like this whole time she's like trying to reach through
She's-
the bars of the prison and she's trying to get the curry or the gravy.
Yeah.
I wonder if
This should be fun.
I wonder if she's still possessed.
Let's get this snow business cleared up, shall we?
You know, there's no business like that.
There's snow business.
Business like show, business like snow, business I snow.
Yes, sir. By the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. Boo-doo. Boo, boo.
Jesus Christ. It's a moist stream. Snow 7 to approximately 10:50. So explain this to me.
Thank God you got married to me. So she said she rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock and that was it. But the snow finished at 10:50 p.m. So how could she have not
Wait.
They
been?
should have filled it in, right? What's up?
Honestly, I say just go for it and let them explain it to us if
Okay,
it's right.
that's my feeling. Oh no,
No,
Oh.
we fucked it up.
Your
The
Honor!
Mountain Dew.
Was it
He's
the wrong
thirsty.
statement?
That statement contradicts this.
no
Oh
way.
shit! What?
It's gotta be different evidence then, because like they added the line. So
So Straw Hat tells me
I
it's
mean,
the picture of the
sometimes you
corpse.
sometimes you have to go back to other statements.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's because by the time, because the snow had already stopped, but it said lightning struck the bridge at 10:45, so she shouldn't have been able to take it across the bridge.
Right. Okay.
So I think we go back to the statement about
Yeah.
her dragging it behind her across the bridge,
Yeah.
and then
Jesus.
present that.
Okay. Well, first we have to get through this.
Yeah, it does. I don't see anything contradictory.
Huh? Really?
Craving some Mountain Dew, though. Objection overruled.
Did he get his drink?
Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright.
Whoops, that didn't go so well.
Delicious.
That's fine for me.
Almond, thank you for the 10 bits. Haha, your green juice bar is mine, Phoenix. All right, so all the way
I think that
across.
one.
There we go.
Yeah.
You're right. That makes
So weather
more
data on that
sense
one.
to me. I didn't quite
Yeah.
understand. There we go. You claim that the snow had already stopped when the murder occurred. But I'm sorry, Iris. That just isn't possible.
What?
This is the weather data from the night of the murder. According to this, the snow didn't stop until 10:50 p.m. Are you taking a hit while I'm explaining weather? But you
Would I do
couldn't have
that?
crossed Dusky Bridge at that time.
Why do you say that?
Because 5 minutes before the snow stopped, Dusky Bridge was struck by lightning and it caught on fire.
Shit. What did you say? The bridge, it was on fire?
You don't mean to say you didn't know about it? It was because of that lightning strike that the bridge burned down.
Yeah, and because
Oh
of
my
that
God.
lightning strike, some idiot, who we won't mention, fell off the bridge.
Some asshole fell into the river.
We fucking so hang on. Snow is mentioned, and now lightning is mentioned.
Yeah?
We've got a whole Final
Yeah.
Fantasy cast right
yeah,
here.
we got the whole. This is all Final Fantasy 13.
All the
Can't
13.
wait for Venereal and Fang.
What? But it can't be.
It looks like you still haven't figured it out.
What?
No matter how hard you try to deceive or conceal the truth, you can't pull the wool over the eyes of a real defense attorney.
I don't see one in here.
Hey, what?
No.
Rude. Speaking of Final Fantasy characters,
Order. Yeah. Right.
the bridge was already on fire when the incident took place. That's right. The inner temple was already totally cut off from the outside world. There's no way she could have crossed the bridge. Body or no body. Bo body, bo body.
Witness. Even my patience has its limits. Any further lying and I will find you in contempt of court. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
The only person that is truly contemptible is you. Blah 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 blah. Old man.
Hey! Me? How dare you?
Whether this witness lied or not doesn't mean squat right now.
Squat,
Doesn't mean
squat,
squat.
squat, 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 squat. Squat?
Squat. The important thing now is to find out the truth. Isn't that right?
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Just say the real culprit was Lightning from Final Fantasy 13. She killed Misty Faye.
Lightning McQueen killed Misty Faye. Kachuga.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes, of course, but
Whether it was snowing or not snowing, or whether the bridge was burning or not. God damn. There are two facts that cannot be disputed. First, the body of Elise Donim was discovered in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. And second, the head non-sister Bikini witnessed Iris desecrating Elise Donim's body.
Biazal Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. Shut up, Your Honor. Everyone commits perjury. Godot. And Derek Anthony,
You
thank you for the 10 bits.
fucking
Oh,
liar.
Sephiroth did it.
yeah.
It is a
She
stab
just
in the
straight
back.
up Sephiroth.
Yeah. He makes a good point on both accounts.
That's right. I'm not lying.
What are you claiming this time?
It's a shame that Jeff Goldblum wasn't there to witness the murder. He would have been like, wow, ooh, wow.
Too bad he's not testifying about what the culprit looked like.
Yeah. I think it's gender fluid.
He gives just like the most vague testimony.
Objection.
This is from the
What?
fantasy. Wow. Ooh, wow.
There's just nothing to cross-examine just because, like, what do you say?
He's just mildly, every answer is mildly horny. And just mildly horny mumbling.
Same.
I guess it depends on how cute I think the person I'm talking to.
I wasn't myself at all that night.
And Armand, thank you for the 10 bits. So if you're trying to find the truth, wouldn't it help to throw out this lying bitch?
All right, calm down. So my memory is still somewhat hazy.
You have stood at that witness stand and testified this entire time. Are you telling us now that your memory of that night is hazy?
It is only human to err.
So,
If you're so perfect, Tried, maybe you can explain this for the court.
what is it?
When the murder happened, the bridge had already burnt down. But somehow the body traveled across the bridge and was found in the temple courtyard.
Well, Larry painted an interesting picture of somebody on fire and flying. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Now I can picture Misty Faye in Aerith's praying position and Sephiroth, sorry. Final Fantasy names suddenly becoming difficult to say. Sephiroth comes down and kills her, then he finds out it was the wrong person and he is in the wrong game. Awkward.
It's like, you don't have the white materia.
Look at all those Jeff Goldblums. Hold on. This is my response to Jeff Goldblum right there.
KKQ, thank you for the 4 bits. Jeff Goldblum, though. And Armand, thank you for the 10 bits. Godot, turn off simp.exe.
Is it my turn? I'm still sexually harassing Jeff Goldblum. Here we go. In Godot's voice, apparently. Perhaps you have some kind of perfect explanation for this little magic trick.
And Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. Q, one-winged angel starting to play in the courtroom. Well, not exactly, no. I know there must be some other way she got across that burnt-out bridge. But unless I can somehow demonstrate it, we'll never know the truth.
It looks like the defense is not prepared to offer a suitable explanation.
You see what I mean? In other words, you're in no position to suggest that this lady's testimony is not the truth.
Beazel Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. I think it's less Godot simping and more Godot just saying whatever he needs to mess up Phoenix's case. I think he simps for Phoenix failing, if anything, yeah. And KKQ, thank you for the 10 bits.
Phoenix failing at this point is just character development. Tasty, tasty character development.
All right, then. Witness, let's hear your testimony once more.
I just realized I sexually harassed Phoenix in Godot's voice. It's fine.
About what, Your Honor?
You've admitted that you moved the victim's body. Nevertheless, your prior testimony contained a rather large inconsistency. Please add an explanation for that to your testimony.
No. All right, Your Honor, just kidding. LOL.
Will this be her final fantasy testimony?
Dots, dots, dots.
Moving the body. Work your body, work your body, work your body.
Other than walking over the bridge, there's no way to move the body. So I must have just gotten confused, I guess.
Yeah, that fills in all the gaps.
I'm a lady with a tiny brain that don't work well. Was the snow still falling or had it stopped? Does it really matter that much? Or are you saying that there is a way to cross the burning bridge?
That's the testimony, I guess.
Oh, so the last one we must present the
Yeah,
picture.
that was
Yeah, I
my
believe so.
assumption.
The
yeah.
drawing.
So it was just a misunderstanding, I see.
His art. It all comes back to art.
Yep.
Actual art.
Ugh.
You actually complimented it, though.
It's true.
This is a photo of Dusky Bridge after it burned down from the lightning blast. It was taken on the morning after the incident. Ain't that fucked up? Look how fucked up that is, man.
It certainly was burned to a crisp. And one of the suspension wires is gone. It's amazing the whole bridge didn't fall.
So she must have attached the body to the wire and just like
You're right.
let it catapult across.
Well, you'll see.
Wee.
Yeah, you're on the right track in general.
Okay.
Clearly, it would be
brain
impossible
grapes.
to carry a corpse across the bridge in this condition.
Let me have a look
Your
at this.
brain grapes are vibrating at the right
Yeah.
frequency.
Oh, you see, it's upside down, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And Larry's an idiot.
He is an idiot. He couldn't remember which way he painted it, but
Maybe he just was like, it looks better if you hold it this way, because I know I've done that.
Well, I think that like the little shot they show of like Larry witnessing that happen, he was laying on his back.
oh yeah,
So then
that's
he would have seen it
right.
upside
Yeah.
down. But he's an idiot, so he wouldn't think, oh, like, so he thought like she was flying, not like, you know, she was swinging under the bridge.
Hey, he did just wake up.
I'll be honest, I don't know if I would have figured this out if I didn't have two people helping me like figure out the whole game. So I can't take
Nope.
credit for figuring that out so soon, but
I think he would have gotten it.
unless I do something to discredit this testimony, it's going to be deemed as the truth. And Maya will be accused of murder.
Da, da, da. Hang on, I got this.
You were already...
Murder. Nailed it.
Oh, I see.
Right. I'm
Dun,
only
dun.
gonna say it one more time.
One more time?
One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Alright. It is only human to err.
That makes...
So.
That explains Larry.
And only humans can spot the errors of our ways.
I am error. The more sense he makes, the less sense he makes. What a
I
great
make
line.
a lot of sense.
That's
I
a brilliant
do love
line.
making sense. Love sense making.
All right,
so
Mr.
much.
Wright, please begin your cross-examination. Your final cross-examination.
Ooh. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. The only other option I can think of is she built a medieval-type catapult and flinged the body across the canyon. Yeeted
Gotta
it.
hope so.
Moving the body.
Yeet!
Alright, so we just go to the end.
Yeah.
Throw it in her face. All of her mistakes. Everything that
Bitch.
she's done wrong, we're gonna make her feel bad about herself. Yeah.
KKQ, thank you for the 4 bits. A dead body flying over a burning bridge. I wouldn't exactly rule out the possibility.
What?
Oh, here we go.
Ha! You're saying it's possible? Don't make me laugh. The only thing that's possible about your claim is that it's been pulled out of your fat ass.
You think it's fat? I don't know about that. Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. The court rules that the painting does count as valid evidence, but we still won't credit Larry with doing anything useful.
Absolutely not.
In any case, we have a witness who did see it happen.
Lastrous.
That's how I talk. Don't make fun of me.
Well, who is it? Who is this witness?
I can't chicken out here. I've got to keep on the attack and go, go, go! Miss Elise Donim's brilliant and highly gifted apprentice, Larice Donim. I feel dirty saying these words.
Ooh, dirty. Highly gifted.
Apprentice? Ah!
Remember what he said in his testimony? Aside from, duh, I'm a freaking idiot, duh. That night, he was at the Mountain Shack, duh, Heavenly Hall.
I can't.
Marin, use your murder emojis to do dur in the chat.
Do be careful about spoilers, because I think Cryman might have clued me into a big spoiler. KKQ,
That's
thank you for the
Phoenix
6
Wright's
bits.
impression of Larry.
The Azulmagi, thank you for the 5 bits. I like how Godot doesn't even know Larry and is just like, this sounds suspiciously like bullshit. And Hirokage23, thank you for the 10 bits. I am here with zero context as for what is going on in this trial. Hope you're having a great day. Well, thank you, Hirokage. Madness is what's going on. And that's when he witnessed the event. I think you've all seen this sketch before.
The event sounds like M. Night Shyamalan's new movie.
Yeah, right.
There was a show called
The
The Event.
Eventing.
Oh.
It's an exact drawing of what he witnessed that night.
Bleh.
Are you serious? Today's not April Fool's Day, is it? Mr. Wright, are you seriously claiming that the victim flew through the air?
Bitch, turn it upside down.
Are you high?
I feel bad because now
dumb.
I think I've figured out what's going on in general, and I can't say anything because I feel like there are probably people who don't want it spoiled.
And you're using this pathetic scribble to support your argument?
Uh-oh. The judge looks like he's about to blow a gasket.
I thought you were an art critique, Mr. Wright.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. I wonder what would happen if Larry found out who Elise Donim really is. Is he so stupid that he's going to think he's Maya's brother?
That's not how
He
families
already thinks
work.
Bikini is his mother, so.
Does think that.
He would have been
Maya's stepfather. Ha! Well, Trite, there's nowhere for you to hide now. Other than looking like it was drawn by a 6-year-old, does this sketch prove anything?
The Azul Magia says, thank you for the 5 bits. If you say yes here, you get a great conversation. Okay.
Well, we're gonna say yes.
I assume.
We're gonna enthusiastically consent to this
Yes, I'm pretty sure it does, and I'm going to prove it.
conversation. Listen, I know your tricks. I'm a poker player. Just look at me. You're trying to turn this whole thing upside down. If you're so eager to turn... Whoa! If you're so eager to turn this case upside down, why not start with this sketch?
It's annoying because anytime I try typing in the chat and I'm still highlighting the window, it messes with the emulator.
Oh.
Upside down? Why did Godot say that? Oh, so he already knows.
He's
All right,
helping.
then, let's hear the defense's theory.
Is he helping?
I don't remember. What exactly is this sketch trying to show?
I don't think old Whisker Face is going to forgive any more mistakes.
Wow.
I have a name. It's the judge.
All right, Phoenix.
Thank you.
My name is Judge.
Look carefully and think it over. The sketch
The
drawn
Mountain
by
Dew.
Larice Donim is exactly what
I
happened.
believe
What
it's exactly
happened.
what happened.
Yeah.
Of course the victim was flying through the air. Dale, just so you know, there is a rule in the chat not to nag me about Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. The show is not done. I am working on it. I appreciate your interest. Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. Well, he was originally a defense attorney, so yeah, I guess he's still got those instincts. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the... You okay?
Yep. Just
Thank
dying.
You, thank you for the
It's
10
fine.
bits. After Godot saying that I can picture Pearls calling that out from the audience, saying, hey, I could draw better than that. You can see it right there in the sketch. Whoosh.
Whoosh.
You can see it. I'm an art critic. Whoosh.
This is what this painting makes me feel. Whoosh.
I'm a big fan of Picasso. The way his paintings are like da-dun and ka-chow.
Oh, that's so cute. He's got synesthesia.
You know, you're starting to remind me of yesterday's witness.
What? That was the last thing I wanted to hear.
You have any evidence that the victim flew through the air?
KKQ, thank you again for the 4 bits.
Hang on.
I guess we fucked up.
Just
No,
so
I
you
think
know, we haven't discovered a giant human catapult at the inner temple yet.
You were right about that
We just gotta
catapult.
turn it upside down.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the
It's a
10
piece
bits. I
of
thought he would say
paper.
this shit drawing.
Turn the
Ugh.
paper around.
I wish they had.
Even if you're a lousy lawyer, at least you're 1 cup's worth of entertainment. Before I shit myself laughing. I think we should skip the penalty this time.
He's like, you may not be coffee, but you still have the same effect on my bowels.
You're jiggle everything up from all the laughter.
There must be some way. I just know it. There must be a way to use Larry's sketch to show the truth of what happened.
All right, then. The witness will now return to her testimony.
Oh, God.
Yes, Your Honor.
And KKQ, thank you for the 2 bits. Did I fuck it up then?
No, I don't think so.
But it's just the testimony again.
Oh.
I think we did fuck up.
Oh, exactly what happened was for the funny thing. So I think we need to go back and present Larry's sketch on the last part again.
Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. Sick Phoenix can't tell shit art from good art. It's okay, poor baby. We'll be able... Wait, what? It's okay, poor baby will be able to tell the difference again once he's better.
His brain is still frying.
It's okay, poor baby.
He can't taste right now, so he has no taste.
But I get it. Oh, I guess we're... Is this new dialogue?
I think so.
Oh, but I get it now. Sorry, guys. I was skipping it. That's why I believe this sketch shows the truth.
Very well.
Upside down. It's a piece of paper.
Oh, it's okay. Sir Straw Hat is basically just telling us what we figured out.
All right, then. Let's hear the defense's theory.
Turn the sheet around.
What exactly is this sketch trying to show?
I don't think old Whisker Face is going to forgive any more mistakes.
He's
I
real
have a
proud of
name.
that one. He likes that one.
All
He's
right,
like,
Phoenix,
"Yeah,
look carefully and
Phoenix."
think it over. This sketch drawn by Larice Donim is a complete contradiction.
Yeah, go for it.
Something is obviously funny about this sketch. Look,
LOL.
whoosh.
I'm no art critic, but even I can see that.
No, that's not what I mean, Your Honor. Larice Donim
Hilarious.
stated it over and over, that this sketch was exactly as he saw it. However, if we're to believe his testimony, then the sketch contradicts reality as we know it.
It contradicts reality?
Oh, I was looking at the cat.
Ha! This is getting interesting.
Old Whisker Face over there.
Oh, Whisker Face looking at me with those cute eyeballs. Looks like you're back to that finger pointing thing again.
You think the judge is cute, Godot?
Mhm.
His cute eyeballs?
His big old cute eyeballs. Alright, right. So what exactly are we... What contradicts reality as we know it?
I guess it's
The
these
giant
support.
flaming lady.
Is
the
it?
lady
Is it
flying
the lady?
through the air.
I think you want to present one of the suspension wires,
Yeah.
because if we look at the photo, the suspension wires are on the bottom
Yeah.
of the bridge.
The flaming lady does not contradict anything.
What, she
Yeah,
contradicts
she's fine.
She's good.
whatever.
It's this wire connected to the bridge. Starring Idris Elba.
The wire.
I love that show.
Do you prefer it to Schitt's Creek?
You know, that's like asking me if I love apples. No, if I love apples or if I love oranges. And I would say I can only see one of them on a white tablecloth.
What if it was a green apple?
Then, you know, they're both delicious. And I think we could come to a mutual agreement that would benefit
Objection!
all parties involved.
Apples can be green. KKQ, thank you for the following. Oh, sorry.
Trying to
Thank you for the 4
enter
bits.
into a polyamorous relationship with these fruits.
We're all trying to enter polyamorous relationship with some fruits, you know?
Trying to eat some fruit salad over here.
You're tossing fruit salad?
Is that the thing that contradicts reality?
It is indeed.
Then show us the reality it supposedly conflicts with. Show us something that will point out how the sketch contradicts reality. It makes you go, what? That's not right. That's the opposite of what I would think.
Yeah.
So we're showing this, yeah?
Yes.
And KKKQ, sorry, too many Ks. Thank you for the 4 bits. 1 second, sorry. Just checking something.
I keep thinking it says Keikaku,
Yes, same.
Yeah.
and Keikaku means plan. That's a photo of Dusky Bridge, correct?
Hey, Tiffany Witcher. Case is going pretty well. We're almost halfway through the final court section of this game, so we're very excited. I hope you're doing well. Gonna give a shout out real quick to Tiffany Witcher, that fantastic VTuber.
Hell yeah.
They have been playing Deathloop. Oh, very cool. Brand new game.
Erica Ishii is in there.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Very
Do
cool.
you remember who? She's in
Yes. Now, compare the sketch and the photo for a minute. In the sketch, the wires appear to be above the guard wires. But on the actual Dusky Bridge,
Jumping Jehoshaphat.
hey, you can't say that's really rude in Japanifornia, Judge. The wires are below the guard wires.
there. Wow.
Wow.
Wow, wow.
Order,
Wow.
order, order! This sketch is somewhat different than what's depicted in the photo. However, isn't it likely that the artist just saw it wrong?
Or perhaps he just drew it wrong.
You're all wrong. Larry is just wrong in the head. So you finished that copy real quick there.
Oh, either way, it sounds like you're just wrong.
I'm Phoenix Wright. With someone like Larice, I admit a mistake is a definite possibility. But then that begs the question, why did he make a mistake? What was the reason?
My name is Naruho Do, not Naruho Don't.
Are you saying you know the answer to that?
Listen, think back, all right? Remember what Larice was doing when he witnessed this event? He was at Heavenly Hall, waiting for a lover that was never going to come. He waited and waited, and finally, he laid down.
Like an idiot.
But then, lightning shoots from the sky and sets the bridge aflame. Now ponder what sort of position Larry must have been in at the time. Ryrie Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. I was about to say, no, he's right. Haha, with a W. He was lying on his back, which is why he remembered the scene the way he did.
He was lying on his back? I can't see how it relates.
But it does, Your Honor. That is the reason why the wires in the sketch go up instead of down.
Ah!
No way.
Yeah, I guess he painted this while lying down, or he just saw it and then remembered it.
Yes?
It imprinted on him upside down.
Laurie Stoneham witnessed the event while he was lying on his back, face up in attack mode. In other words, the scene that he saw was actually upside down.
So then, this sketch should actually...
I think you finally get it, Your Honor.
I get nothing.
The correct way to view Laurie Stoneham's sketch is like this. Whoosh! This is how it should actually look. The victim's body wasn't flying above the bridge. It was actually swinging below. That's right,
Miles has,
just like a pendulum summon. KK,
think
thank you for the
Miles
follow.
has-
For the 3 bits. I keep saying follow, sorry.
do you think Miles has convinced Phoenix to read comics and that's why he's suddenly using a bunch of noises?
It's possible.
Also, his
Just like-
brain is slowly shutting down.
Gives him a fucking box of comics, just like, these are my favorite.
Do you think the Steel Samurai has like the Batman 60s like visual like bop and whoosh and bam?
I hope so.
And Ryrie Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. Nah, he's an artist. He grabbed the art pad while staring at it from his position on his back and started drawing without looking at the paper too much.
Ridiculous.
I find that wood.
Order, order, order!
Of all the things to say, a pendulum.
Pendulum. The bridge was burning to a crisp. There was no way to get across it. But if the body had been found at the inner temple, it would have caused problems. This is where the criminal decided to... This is where the criminal decided to take a gamble. They used the burning bridge to get the body across to the other side. And a pendulum was the only way to get her done.
Let's think about this for a minute, shall we? First off, why would we ever think about Larry the Cable Guy or reference Larry the Cable Guy? That alone refutes your
We were all
argument.
saying ka-chow earlier, is that not...
That is not Larry the Cable
I
Guy.
know, but he's there.
No, he's not.
There.
Are you speaking of Lightning McQueen's friend that we just sort of tolerate?
We do sort of
Because
tolerate
he's
him.
not my friend. I like Dusky. No, I like Lightning McQueen. Dusky Bridge. Moving on. I don't want to hear about that anymore. Dusky Bridge is about 20 yards long.
Hey, Keku, thanks for the 3 bits.
I'm sorry.
What?
I just saw your face, and I had a mouthful of energy drink, and it took a lot of self-control not to spit. Okay. Which means it's about that far from the inner temple to the opposite cliff.
It's okay, a lot of people have the reaction when they see my face of wanting to spit. Yes, that sounds right.
You made me laugh, asshole, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I know.
Asshole. In order to cover that distance with a pendulum, you need a rope at least 10 yards long. To get a rope that long, you'd have to plan ahead.
The lightning strike that night can only have been an accident. So it doesn't make sense that the criminal would have prepared the rope beforehand. So then, the criminal... They didn't have to get the rope ready. The rope was already right in front of the criminal.
What?
I'm saying that it was just a matter of using what was already there.
In that case, Mr. Wright, please give us an explanation to support your theory.
Do you think Lightning McQueen was the car that Dahlia dumped her sister's body in?
Yes.
Oh my god.
What makes you think the criminal had the rope on hand to create a pendulum?
I mean, look at the picture of the bridge, right?
Yep.
It's right there. Open
And the
your
meaning
balls.
of this is... Did you say open your balls?
You say, oh,
You heard me.
I think you forgot to specify which kind.
yes.
I thought context would make it obvious.
If you want to know where the rope came from, you need
Which
to open
man's
your
penis
balls.
opens up to accept the other man's penis.
It's hanging right there in front of your glorious beard.
Oh my god.
Ah! This is one of the wires from the bridge.
When the lightning struck the bridge and set it on fire, one of the suspension wires came loose from its anchor. The criminal didn't have any time to waste, so they tied the wire around Elise Donim's body.
Oh, shit.
Animation!
Whoa. There she goes.
Yeet.
Because there was simply no other way to move the body. How did it land properly on the other side? Did someone catch it?
The side that it was pushed from is like 10 feet higher
Oh,
than the side that it landed on.
I really hope that she splatted against the wall of the temple and then slid down. Ha!
well, that explains the 10-foot fall as well.
Yes. Yep. Mr. Godot? Mr. God, are you there?
God is not here.
God is dead.
It seems that Mr. Godot is more focused on his coffee than answering my question. I think he's drowning over there.
Oh dear.
It seems that the odds of a rope being readily available were very high, and I think you're very high. So I suppose that it's not an impossibility after all.
I still somehow have coffee in there. Possible or impossible, that's not the question we need to ask. What deal with Satan did this man make to have a bottomless cup of coffee? That's why he can't keep
He's
track.
Mr. God. He doesn't need to make a deal with
Yeah.
Satan.
Oh my god.
There's only. Alright. I'm going through a lot right now. I'm confused. I'm sneezing. Okay. There's only one question. Did that really happen?
And Hiro Kage, thank you for the 10 bits. Where do I get Mr. Godot's infinite filling coffee mug?
Right.
Good question. Evil Sea Monkeys, you're saying hold on. Everything okay?
Mata.
He was chugging that coffee for like 20 seconds non-stop, and that little cup still has coffee in it? Is magic. We need a Larice Donim painting to explain it.
Yeah.
Right. I wonder if you can prove what happened to us. Do you have any actual evidence that the body was swung over like a pendulum?
Where is
And then I think this is the
Autopsy.
autopsy report
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
of the 10-foot.
Ryu Karika, thank you for the 5 bits. He just wills it to have coffee in it, and it does. Before I present my evidence, let me review what we know so far. According to this photo, one of the wires snapped. Looking at the map, we can see it's the one that was in front of the inner temple.
So then, what was the? So then, that was the spot where the criminal.
Yes, precisely. Now the criminal indeed. Now let us consider the body's movement by looking at the overhead map again. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Now I can picture Godot has a coffee maker behind the desk or something. I like to think he's just drinking and then spitting it back in the cup and then drinking and spitting it back in there. And Demon, thank you for the 5 bits. Are we not going to talk about how silly this is? Imagine if her body just got stuck on the rope dangling from the middle of the bridge, or released too soon and went into the river. I do agree.
I mean, literally, why didn't she just shove her into the river?
Yeah, they didn't really give a good explanation as to why she didn't do that.
Well, because they're trying to frame Maya.
I feel like they could have still done that without all this. If they wrote Maya on the thing.
Yeah.
If the body was pushed from this point here. Whee! It would drop on the opposite bank at approximately this point.
Did you say drop?
Oh, Shosni points out that there is ground on the side with the inner temple. So she would have just... I guess she could have dragged it...
But there are other places if you drag it, like, further up the river.
Yeah, you don't have to do it at the bridge itself.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
Pretty
just want to yeet a dead body.
She's played too much
Come
Angry
on.
Birds, and she's like, I can get them across there. Well, they
It's
must have...
2019.
Well, they must have failed to catch the body on the other bank.
What? What makes you think something like that happened?
Because I have evidence that suggests her body dropped some distance.
What kind of evidence?
Updated autopsy
The
report,
evidence.
baby! Take a look at this autopsy report.
Take a look at my autopsy. It's the only one there is.
Da-da-da-da. It says here that her body fell about 10 feet after her death.
10 feet, huh?
That's most likely the height difference between the two sides. The body overswung due to the forward momentum, but then came loose and fell about 10 feet.
We thought she dropped, but did not think that she was yeeted.
KKQ, thank you for the 3 bits. And then, as a result of the landing impact, this crystal sphere was knocked loose.
That's...
Yes, this blood-stained amethyst crystal. Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. The hole in the ground she created when she hit the ground. That's the evidence. It's just a cartoonish of Elise Donim. It's the one that came off Miss Elise Donim's staff. Larry's pictures are coming in all kinds of handy. And even more important is the place where this crystal sphere was found.
Indeed. I believe it's already marked on this overhead map. The crystal was found... Ah!
Precisely, Your Honor. In the very spot where the pendulum would arrive if given the right amount of speed.
Starring Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock.
The right amount of speed.
This explains your theory quite well, Mr. Wright.
Does it? Good. Okay.
You have provided us with the way the body could have been moved that night.
We need the Mythbusters team on this one.
An impressive deduction, Mr. Wright. Most impressive.
I thought so too.
Mr. Wright!
Oh, it's starting up again.
I thought this cold coffee. Oh, what did I say earlier?
Okay.
I said
You
cold
went-
coffee. Might help cool you down. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster about video game.
What is the meaning
you
of this,
rather?
Mr. Godot?
Aha. Gulp, gulp. That was a dark and bitter guess that you made, right? But you forgot about one thing.
I'd like to think Aaron from The Office is bringing him the coffee, which is why it's always cold.
She just boiled some Gatorade. Oh? And what would that be?
Gatorade and hot dog water. The aroma.
Huh? Oh, not that aroma.
Coffee's a coffee's most reliable accomplice is its deep and profound aroma.
I'm sorry. I just have to remember this one time Scott tried to relate to me as a person where I was like, ugh, I hate the taste of coffee. And then
Kaiser
like,
Neko.
yeah, and then he was like, oh, but at least we can both agree the smell is great, right? And I looked at him like, how dare you? Anyway.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. I think the sprite of Phoenix with coffee all over himself and his eyes blinking is hilarious. It is very funny, I have to admit. The rest of the court doesn't speak Coffinese. Can you elaborate a bit more?
Coffee knees. If the criminal had sent the body to the other side like you say, what the fuck is coffee knees, right? Then naturally, there must have been an accomplice laying in wait to catch it.
It's a medical condition you get from drinking too many cups of coffee during a court case. You get the coffee knees.
Were you born with such a condition?
An accomplice?
The criminal wasn't able to cross Dusky Bridge. So who collected the body? What do you have to say about that, Wright?
Mr. Godot is correct. This can't be the work of a single person. Well, Mr. Wright, you know what you must do.
Yes, Your Honor. The body couldn't have made it to Hazakura Temple without an accomplice. I like to think that she probably just positioned the bloody snowmobile right there so it landed on the snowmobile and then just...
Bye, bitches! See you in the afterlife.
Very well, then. If you please, Mr. Wright. Who was the person that received the body on the Hazakura Temple side?
Was it fucking Larry?
Was it Larry?
No. No. You think Larry's actually out here committing murder?
No, just an accessory. Maybe
it Dahlia?
Dahlia?
No, it's Iris.
It's Iris.
Iris. Oh, so Dahlia is on the other side.
Okay, so yeah, this confirms my suspicions from before. It can only be you, Sister Iris.
Huh? Oh, but I...
I don't see why you're so clearly very realistically surprised.
Oh, you figured it out, huh?
The only way to
no!
the only way to transport the body from Dusky Bridge is by snowmobile. But with her bad back, Sister Bikini could never pick up a body like that.
She is not that swole.
You're the only one that could have managed it.
Ooh, hang on.
Trite, were you even listening to the witness's testimony?
No.
On the night of the crime, this little cutie pie bleh, was on cleanup duty in the in the inner temple after the mother-daughter bloodbath, which DVDs will be on sale soon.
I haven't forgotten. But have you, Mr. Godot? This witness was also seen at Hazakura Temple, desecrating the corpse of the victim.
Dabbing.
As we all have at some point.
We've all dabbed.
Strange indeed. It's almost as if on that night, the defendant was in 2 different places at the same time.
What?
Nonda.
Sister Iris, let me ask you something. Why didn't you mention it when you first gave your testimony?
Mention what?
The pendulum, of course. Using this sketch drawn by an eyewitness, I have established how the body was moved using the burnt-out bridge. Which means it's now a fact that this occurred, something that you should have already known.
No, I had no idea. I didn't know anything about a pendulum.
But the body couldn't have been passed along to the other side without your help. So you should have known about it. In fact, it'd be impossible for you to be clueless about this whole thing. Unless you're not really Iris to begin with.
What? How can you say that, Mr. Wright?
What? What kind of nonsense is this? You're saying this witness isn't Iris of Hazakura Temple?
Bitch!
Are you serious, Trite?
Yeah, people in the chat are figuring it out.
You mean this woman is...
There's no one besides Iris that could have received the corpse that night. Now I get it. Now I know why I've been sick to my stomach during this trial. Why her whole demeanor changed so suddenly from yesterday. And why she's trying to pin this murder on Maya. The woman that's standing there at the witness stand.
is...
Her real name is... It's Dahlia Hawthorne, but
Dead.
Alia Hawthorne.
it's also Maya, right?
You'll see.
Okay. KKQ, thank you for the 3 bits, and Biazal Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. Your Honor, I'd like to formally accuse my ex. I never thought I'd have to utter your name again. Let
I
alone
pooped
see
out all
you.
that glass years ago.
It's been a long time, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Sexy booty da ne. Daria Hasone.
Ryrie Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. Did Dahlia and Iris switch places and Iris actually died for her stupid murderous sister? Oh god, I hope not.
You'll see. Hawthorne?
Sister Iris had a twin sister. So many sisters. And you're looking at her, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
And all of them boss me around.
That name rings some bells. Distant bells, but bells nonetheless.
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 100 bits. We have returned for our revenge. Come forth, villains of cases past.
Ha! It's just your imagination, Gramps. This file contains all the relevant data about Dahlia Hawthorne. That bitch is dead! That bitch is dead! We fucking killed her! That bitch is dead!
Oh yes, I remember now. That bitch is dead. That case 5 years ago.
Ryrie Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. My brain is going crazy. This game series is crazy. OMG.
It's fun. Oh god.
My name is Dahlia Hawthorne.
I hate this voice so much.
Well, we hate her.
Yeah, okay, you know what? Can I just do my normal voice? I'm gonna do my
Sure,
normal voice.
sure.
There's no one else. I just want to say it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Oh, God.
Why? Why is this necessary?
That was just like the most disgusted I've heard you in like a long time.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Don't want to do this voice.
You want me to take over for you for now, for this guy?
Sure, go for
The
it.
honor is all mine.
God, being a girl for 3 hours is hard.
No, the honor is all mine.
God.
But according to this, Dahlia Hawthorne is already dead. It says her execution was carried out last month.
So what? Bam! Death has no meaning in this courtroom.
What?
Good
Then why
question.
are we even here?
Yeah.
Order, order, order.
Chutumata!
Derek
Wait
Anthony.
a moment.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 points. Is Pain in the audience of this trial? And Watch Charizard, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Just stopped by to chazz it up real quick. Well, thank you so much for
Hell yeah.
chazzing up the stream.
So good.
We really appreciate
Guys,
it.
the hype train is close if anybody wants to see some smooches.
We could close this out with even more smooching.
We could
Yeah.
close this out with a smooch.
Just to piss Iris off. Just to
Yeah.
piss Dahlia off. See how good we have it now that she's dead.
How can you? My sister! She's already dead! What kind of...
You of all people should already understand. After all, the blood of the master of the Kurain channeling technique flows within that body.
The Kurain channeling technique? Now where have I heard that?
That's right. You're not Dahlia Hawthorne herself. You're the spirit of Dahlia, currently inhabiting the body of a spirit medium.
What an exciting story. Exciting, but quite impossible. You're asking us to buy that Dahlia Hawthorne just happened to be channeled by someone.
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 100 bits. Okay, Dahlia, now that we've confirmed it to you, let me sleep at night, bitch.
On the very night of the murder to a temple where her twin sister Iris was.
Well, if you're going to put things that way, then yes.
We're supposed to believe a coincidence like that just happened?
Happens all the time in these games.
Yeah.
The miracle never happened.
Naturally, it was no coincidence. The whole thing was part of a plan from the very beginning. It's all written right here in these instructions. In the enclosed instruction book.
Oh.
Ah! What's that?
These instructions were written by Bowser, Morgan Fay. And part of the plan called for Dahlia Hawthorne to be channeled. That night, there were 2 irises at Hazakura Temple.
Hey, thanks
Oh.
for the
Two
super
of
awesome
them.
gift.
Oh.
Oh, evil sea monkeys. Holy cow. Appreciate it. Thank you for the 25 gift subs to FMA
thanks
Brotherhood
for the
X,
super
to
special
Mad
awesome gift.
Gamma, to Mario Sonic X, to Phyrexian Rogue, to Kane Time, to Keiru What the Fuck, WTF,
thanks for the
Rail
super special
Gungnir,
awesome
to Matayu, to Devil Milas, Dev Milas, sorry, Manga Mouse, Surrounded by Perverts, welcome, Tira Dash,
Thanks for
X
You're
Sir,
in good company.
gift.
Matthew Nador, Chibi Behemoth, Ultra Zid, M Viewer 5, Rivik the
thanks for the
First,
super
Level
special
Power,
awesome
Sebia, or Sabia, the FXSA, the Lemon Ant, Kurt, Jen, Smitty B28232, and Philip 97X. Thank you so much for gifting those subs. I appreciate that, Evil Sea Monkeys. All right,
And we're at 195% of a level 5 hype train, so I think that calls for some kisses.
It calls for the
Lots of
kisses.
kisses.
There's one. And there's two. And since we got 100% through the hype train, I've got to give him another kiss. So
Yes.
there's one.
Mwah.
Another
They
one.
love each other so much.
They're just popping up and popping down, but they're like a Jack in the Box situation. Thank you so much, Evil Sea Monkeys, for those gift subs.
Yeah.
And Wildfire BB, thank you for the 15 bits kiss. And Stella Coyote, thank you for the 100 bits. Judge, dead murderers possessing twin sisters, a parrot, a clown, some guy named Don Tigre. Why do I always get the weird cases, and why do they always revolve around you, Phoenix? And Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. Judge, at the moment. Godot, pass me a cup. I need a drink after this insanity.
Turns out all of the judges' other cases are like tax fraud.
They're all very boring. And Demon Cross, thank you for the 100 bits, Demon. So many smooches. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Evil Sea Monkeys. We really appreciate the support. All right. Did you say this?
Two of them.
Here you go. Even the time of the channeling was planned out. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, in other words, 10 p.m. However, Iris was seen before dinner time.
That means the Iris that was at dinner was the real Iris.
Maybe the real Iris was the friends we made along the journey. And the Iris who gave me this hood in the main hall was also the real Iris. Meaning that the Iris Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple was someone else dressed as her. Namely, one Dahlia Hawthorne.
Do you even know what you're saying, Trite?
No.
This whole channeling the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne business.
Wildfire BB, thank you for the 9 bits. The best thing to see before I go to bed. Have a great rest of the stream, everyone. Well, thank you so much, Wildfire BB, for being here, and you have a good sleep.
Yeah.
And Hero Kage 23, thank you for the 15 bits. I like to imagine the judge goes home, tells his family about the insanity of these cases, and his family calls BS on all of it. And they all have beards.
Yeah.
And they all sleep in the same bed, like toes to toes. They've got all their beds pushed together. Yes, it's true. They found plans that talk about it. However, there's only one thing that's perfectly clear. The witness currently standing in the witness stand is the real Iris.
What?
Calm down and remember what you know about the night of the crime. After meeting Sister Bikini, the Dahlia Hawthorne that had been channeled would have been stranded at the inner temple due to the lightning strike. Yeah.
There she goes. Whoosh.
It was later that the body was moved by a pendulum. We're just accepting that.
I guess so. That's right. The KKQ, thank you for the 3 bits.
Naturally, that would mean that the Iris, what? That would mean that the Iris that received the body was the real Iris. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
After being notified of what happened, the police came to Hazakura Temple's main hall. There they found Iris in her room and arrested her. And ever since, she's been under police supervision at the detention center.
Thank you so much to Evil Sea Monkeys and everybody else for getting us on a level 5 hype train.
Yeah,
Almost
we got
200% there.
showered in so many kisses.
Yes, I suppose. I can't deny any of that.
Phew, thank goodness. looks like he's finally convinced. Oh,
But something still seems off. Way off.
I don't like that little blushy sprite.
I'm still not convinced. What?
That little blushy sprite that she had, like, right
Oh,
before.
right.
She's like, you.
Seems
you're-
hetero to me.
Yeah, well, also, like, yeah, not sus.
I'm still not convinced that the iris here is the same one from the other night.
Ha! Ha!
Sorry.
I suppose you're about to say something really ridiculous. That's why I'm laughing a lot. Blah 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 blah. Ha ha! Like the real Iris and the spirit of Dahlia somehow switched places.
Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 10 bits. I missed both sets of kisses. Could we do one more to close out the level 5 hype train? Just for you, I'll do one kiss.
Which one?
There you go. I've just figured it out. I think that they must have bloody and this is me guessing, so I'm not spoiling it intentionally, but I think what happened was Dahlia was possessing Maya, took the body to the bridge, swung it, and then possessed, and then switched over to Iris or something.
So Iris does not have spiritual power.
Right, I forgot about that.
Iris cannot channel anybody.
Okay, but I feel like there's some sort of tag teaming going on.
You'll see.
KKQ, thank you for the 4 bits.
Switched places.
Change places.
To be perfectly honest,
I'm pretty sure there's a spell that's like change places in that Don May that have an official's blessing, but it requires like spiritual power, and then the guy runs out of
You
spiritual
really
power.
like gay media,
then-
Godot.
So the guy runs out of spiritual power, and then the guy grabs the other guy to suck spiritual power out of his mouth with his mouth, and they're just rolling around on the ground, making out. Anyway, read the book.
there's still quite a few things I don't understand, but I do know that unless we confirm the witness's identity, we can't continue with this trial.
Iris doesn't have the spiritual power needed to channel Dahlia. Can't they just check her fingerprints or her DNA or something? The Void Adept, thank you for the bit. So it wasn't Colonel Mustard in the library with the candlestick. Flips the Cluedo board. I appreciate you calling it Cluedo. Which means they must have switched places somewhere.
Well, Mr. Wright, since the time she was arrested at Hazakura Temple, have there been any chances for Iris to switch places with Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yeah.
Yes, when our
There was
man
one.
passed out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your Honor. I think there might have been one chance. Chance.
Oh, explain yourself.
Yesterday, for a few minutes, Iris's whereabouts were unknown.
Unknown. What do you mean?
What I mean is, there was a span of time in which Iris was able to move about freely, unsupervised.
Because my boyfriend sucks.
Edgeworth is just in the audience having a breakdown. Well, who was it? Who would give Iris time to move about freely like that?
It was me.
I'm sorry. I know you
God,
didn't
I'm
mean to. It wasn't your
disgusting.
fault, baby.
Oh,
The person
Stop
who
you,
gave
man.
Iris the chance to move about freely was... What is going on?
Can we check really quick to see what Edgeworth's description says? I just
Sure.
want to know.
Baby boy, an old friend, said to be the number
Baby
one
boy.
at the DA's office, studies foreign judicial systems now.
There's no heterosexual explanation for that.
No straight person studies foreign judicial systems.
No straight people have friends.
Right, Rikurika, thank you for the 5 bits. So yeah, during the earthquake, I bet the real Iris is locked in that inner temple. Uh-oh, I wouldn't put it past Dahlia to sacrifice her other sister too. I see. Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
I'm having so many body functions. God.
This is Mr. Edgeworth, isn't it?
Oversolar says foreign judicial systems is classic queer coding. Your Honor, there was a fairly large earthquake yesterday, was there not?
An earthquake?
Oh, earthquake! Oh my goodness, the inner temple! This kind of tremor might...
Bahamut's on his way.
Edwin!
Calamity.
There he is.
Edwin.
How could I have?
Shout out
She
to Edwin.
fled. God, what the fuck?
I'm
Oh, hi,
sorry.
Edwin.
I'm excited to see Edwin.
I'm traumatized.
We went to the inner temple right away. That's what I call Edgeworth's butthole. And it's true. Iris was already there. However,
She was in his butthole.
no. They had already switched places by that point in time.
Was she begging him? I'm confused.
When I arrived at the training hall, I was met by none other than Dahlia Hawthorne.
Ow.
That's quite enough already, Mr. Wright.
But, Your Honor, his butthole.
I know. I've seen it. Now see here. No judge in his right mind would consider the idea of spirit channeling and...
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, well, it was Edgeworth.
It's been a long time, Mr. Judge. Judge son.
That voice.
It's totally different now.
Guess I'll have to ask again.
Ugh.
Do we have long to go, by the way?
We're almost done with this section.
Okay.
Upon meeting a beautiful lady, always asks for her name and profession. That's one of my rules.
That wouldn't have avoided this issue, Godot.
I know, right?
The Azul Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. Bitch!
Dahlia Hawthorne. And my current profession, permanently retired.
KKQ, thank you for the 4 bits.
Fucking dead.
Ha! So you're not gonna bother hiding your identity anymore, huh? Gonna be a ghost.
Why should I? After all, I'm dead. What are you gonna do, fucking kill me again? There's really nothing you can do to punish me.
She does have like a
LOL.
Yami Yugi, or a Yami Dahlia look. And KKQ, thank you for the 4 bits.
What is going on here?
Dahlia Hawthorne. I never thought we'd meet again. And I never thought we'd meet like this. But this time, I'll end it. For her, and for myself. Oh, is that it? Oh!
That's the end.
To be
Oh, it's
continued.
exciting.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Let's save. And Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. My name is Dahlia Hawthorne, and my metabolic processes are a thing of the past.
Why does everyone say that?
All right, let's end things there. I'm gonna save
Yeah.
real quick. That was really cool, though, guys. I've got to
Yeah.
say, I'm really digging this whole case. It's pretty great.
Fun. Yeah.
Gotta say, very impressed. Thank you for the 10 bits, Rock Rulin, and Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. To be continued, indeed. All right, guys. We're going to wrap things up there. We're not going to stream any more of the game for now, but we're going to be back on Sunday with what will
the
probably
final.
be the final section of this game.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we'll
We'll
be
wrap it
done
up.
with the original trilogy.
Yep.
And yes, as Volcanic says, be sure to join the stream Discord for updates on stream. If we're unable to stream a certain day or anything, or if there is going to be a stream and it's surprising, you'll get the information there. Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. Ugh, no, I don't want Maya to have killed her mom while possessed. That sucks.
You'll see.
It does suck if that happened. And KKQ, thank you for the 2 bits. And Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. Chat, Iris is so awful. Me, right idea, wrong sister. Interesting.
We'll see.
All right, guys. That's that. Yeah, we'll be back on
that.
Sunday with more Phoenix Wright, the conclusion of Trials and Tribulations, I assume. And then tomorrow I'll probably be playing some more Yakuza. We'll see how that goes. I'll keep you updated on the Discord. And Ryrie, Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. It's been fun. Love you all. Have a great night. See you next time. Bye. Well, yes, we should wrap things up. Let's see who is streaming and I can raid someone. And in the meantime, Marin, was there anything you wanted to say to everyone before we pop off?
Well, Soupy and I are probably going to be streaming more Gay Otome action on Friday.
Yee.
We're starting to get to the bottom of weird family past.
Starting to get to the bottom of these bottoms.
Yeah, but apparently we want to destroy all of these bottoms in like a malicious way, not in like a sexy way. So, the plot thickens on Friday. But also, I know I had mentioned that I was going to do a signing on Saturday. I'm going to push it back. My store, there's a Fire Emblem event. There is a Fire Emblem event on Streamily lasting until the 27th. So I'm just going to keep my store open and sign everything that's been purchased out on the 27th. So if you want to get a cool print, I just uploaded a neat Opal one, but I've also got like cool ones from Fate Zero, Fate Grand Order, and Hades, and Little Witch, 7 Deadly Sins. You should go to streamily.com/Marin Miller and check it out. All right.
You should.
And then I'll sign it on the 27th.
And was there
Got
anything
it.
you wanted to say to the chat before we take off there, Soupy?
Thanks for joining us, guys, and I hope that if you can join us
No.
for Marin and I's Otome game stream.
I fucked up the link, sorry.
Miller.
Is it Marin Miller VO?
No,
I
Streamily
think it
is
was
just Marin Miller.
Okay. Sorry,
Miller.
Soupy.
No,
Miller
you're
squared.
good. I was done anyway.
Miller and the Hiller. What?
We're going to raid Mim. Mimcubus is streaming at the moment. I'm not sure what they're streaming. I think they're just chatting. But Mim is a fave of ours. We love Mim. Mim's a great VTuber. They are fabulous.
Many hearts.
Many hearts for Mim. But thank you so much for tuning into this stream, and we will see you, if not tomorrow with Yakuza with just me, then Sunday for the final chapter. We're going to take down Dahlia Hawthorne.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good time.
Push her down.
Thanks for joining, guys. See you later. Take care. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Oyasumi.
What's that?
Good night.
All right. Good night.
You always